We're back.
All right, guys. Today we got a special guest in the house. You already know this man is back for his 19th interview on Panda Chop. That's right, 19th. My big brother, Cuban Link. What's good, Cuban?
What's going on, brother? It's 19? It's been 19 for real?
It's number 19, bro.
Damn. Gotta get that PayPal right or that Cash App right.
Number 19.
Yeah.
19 interviews in 2 years. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. That's good.
So what's going on with you?
Nothing, my brother. Just chilling, working. You know, we stay at the work. Stay at the pen and pad station, trying to come up with new ideas, new themes, new songs. And you know, shout out to the Observer too, man. We about to do something. You know what I'm saying? My man Chicken Wing too. I can't forget about you. So yeah, man, just working. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, why you got your club shirt on? You look like you
I'm going golfing.
You going golfing? Look like you headed to the club or something.
Nah.
You know, a night at the Roxbury or something.
There we go. You wanted to get that joke in there, huh? Anytime me, you love me.
Is love?
Oh, no.
All right, man. So recently, your man Benzino reached out to me and wanted to do a live with you. You guys spoke.
That's
and
right.
One of the biggest takeaways was Benzino told a story that when Chris Rivers and his son Ray Ray were in a group together, 3 Down, which you helped write for, right?
Yeah.
The group got a deal from Interscope, Jimmy Iovine, and Joe caught wind of this and requested a meeting with Benzino. He says he walks into the hotel. It's an empty room. Joe's in the middle of this table and everything, right? And Benzino's like, oh, this is kind of weird. Benzino's thinking that Joe wants in. He wants to actually help and every's good. But he reveals.
I think he put his Benzino paint on it.
You think so?
I think yeah, because I think he knew. I think he knew that was like an awkward meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the way he said he was set up, he said it's like a mafioso, or he was in the lounge by himself waiting for him. So he thought he felt funny about it. But yeah, he tried to make it as cool as possible.
But he says that ultimately what happened was Joe just starts talking about Liza and says she's not a good person. And he's trying to tell Benzino basically don't work with her, right? Benzino is caught off by the whole situation. And he's kind of like, look, I don't want to get involved in the middle of this and everything. Just think about the kids.
Yeah,
think about the kids. Right, yeah. Right. So Joe was disappointed by the situation that Benzino didn't listen to him. And the funniest thing in that interview, though, that clip was you impersonated Joe perfectly about the look that he gave. Where he turned his head and everything.
Yeah.
But Benzino said that he looked up and he was just like, she's not a good person. Like, kind of thing. Like,
look at the guy that's telling that story right there, right? That she's not a good person. Like he's an angel.
Right, but what he also what he tried to say was, oh, she slept with Pun's brother or whatever. Like that's the story that Joe gave to Zeno.
I didn't even know that story. So I'm saying that, I mean, you know.
Oh, so you didn't know about this happening?
No, he just told me this now, but I always in my mind, you know, because we narrow it down to, you know, at the end of the day that Benzino, you know, got blackballed by, you know, the Iovine and you know the Eminem beef he had. So we kind of scratched that off to that, but I never knew about that meeting. But in my back of my head, me knowing, you know, my enemy, which, you know, the Beluga is, I know what type of moves he make. I understand that he would have had a meeting with him. He tried, because he did that with DMX when we did the show for Honoring Pun in Puerto Rico in Roberto Clemente baseball stadium with Daddy Yankee and everybody, Ashanti and DMX. DMX himself told me that he had called him up, you know what I'm saying, and try to stop it. And he said, yo, I'm doing that for the kid. You can't stop that. Shout out to DMX, you know what I'm saying, being a real one. So,
wow.
So in my head, I already know he was doing that. Like I told you, he was doing that to with Steve Lobel, I told you with the West Coast, where he was blocking me, so I knew what he was capable of. That he would tell people stories about me, not to mess with them. I usually thought it was more of him ordering me. You know what I'm saying? Like being a gangster and being like, yo, don't mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're gonna, or else don't mess with Cuban or Liza or them, or else. But the way he told me the story is that, yo, he used the fact that some personal, shit about Liza, having something with Punk's brother. And that was, to me, just so disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Now, from that story, you could tell how low he's willing to go to really, do this to people. You know what I'm saying? To tell a story like that to Benzino, and it's, this is business. Like, we're in the business world. That's a personal story that happened, some with Liza, and in off duty time. You know what I'm saying? Being her and doing her, even though, I don't know, I never agree with it, but that's not something you would do or say, especially if your name is Fat Joe the Gangster. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I told you, man, time is going to tell, and he's going to show you by these stories. That's why I would love to have more stories with people that were closer. Benzino is definitely one guy that was there to help. You know what I'm saying? The 3 Down group was crazy. I loved them little kids. I loved the whole idea. It was a great idea. I got excited. I wrote a song for them, for him and James and little Ray Ray. It was called Mamacita. Be my mamacita. It's dope. It was a dope little pop, little. James was singing the hook. I wrote the hook, and I wrote up Little Punk's part, and it was dope, man. I know they still got it. They definitely still got it in the archives. But
wait. So, you think Joe knew that you were involved with the project, though?
No. I thought, right? He was hating on Liza there.
Right.
And that
Okay,
was
got
just
you.
to me. I mean, of course, after that, it was extra because I was there, but he knew that I was going to rock wherever, what I'm saying? Like, Punk's family was going to rock. So, little Chris was there. He knew I was going to be there regardless. I wasn't there for no paper, nothing. It was out the heart. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what?
I remember.
We got to give Benzino props in this situation, right? Because from
Of
the way that
course.
he told it, he said that he looked at Joe and he stopped Joe and he told Joe, like, they need the money. Please, like, don't look at Liza in this situation. Think about the kids. The kids need the money.
But it's also the money and the opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the opportunity also that I salute him for doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's our next generation. You know what I'm saying? That's our kids.
But you got to look at it too. Like, your brother, if Pun was his brother, right? He's not here anymore to provide for the family. The kids need a way to make to have to eat, right?
I don't think we have to break it down
Yeah.
all the way down like that. Like, you should know that. Men should know that, and that's what it is. Like, that's just disgusting what he did. You know what I'm saying? I was just disgusting what he did. I mean, I don't get surprised, like I said, because that was like what, that's like 2003, something like that.
Before the MOB deal.
Yeah,
right.
2002, 3. So that's a long time ago, and you see how low he was going. He was going after the kids, like for
it had to be like 2002 because that was before the Eminem beef.
Yeah, like 2002, like I said. So that even from back then, so he was blocking me on one end, and he's blocking Liza and the kids in the other. You know what I'm saying?
What's also solid is that Benzino said that Liza kind of tried to tell him a little bit about the issues with Joe, but he even said, I don't want to get involved with her. He told her that, he said that let's just focus on this business and get this done and everything, so that was a solid move.
I would want to know what came first. Did the Joe sit down come first, or did Liza try to explain herself like that come second? You know what I'm saying? I think probably Liza tried to, tell him from the beginning, and he backed it. That'd have been, that's honorable. You listen, what you got in your personal life, you and Joe, but this is about business. My son is involved. You know what I'm saying? Your son is involved, and little Ray and little James is involved, and this is about the kids. That's business. Now, when Joe tries to
the way that he told the story, though, that's how I took it. It was that Liza told him first, and then the meeting with Joe happened.
And that's commendable. That's how you're supposed to do business. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is personal. This is business. This is opportunity for kids to make, plant their flag in this hip hop game and show the world what they got. And they all look like their fathers. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a dope thing. It was just dope. I was there. I was privileged to be there. You know, and Liza actually, she called me up and she asked me to be involved in that to help, you know, baby write some rhymes and just make sure that he's in the right track with it. And of course, I was there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but I mean, yeah, I heard it from the horse's mouth. I mean, I even know that story, and that don't surprise me, but I'm sure it should surprise every fan of his and every hip hop fan that's out there. You know, the scum of the earth moves that this guy made back in the days, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they want to keep it a secret. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Benzino once again, you know what I'm saying, for at least, you know, standing on business and saying some truth about what we had to go through. Liza herself, and again, the Rios family, and myself. Because, you know, if he's doing that to her, imagine what he's doing to me. He's doing the extra shit to me. I'm a guy. But to do that to, you know, a 9-year-old kid and his mother, you know, so especially supposed to be a brother, it's just disgusting, man. It's disgusting. And so,
Yeah, and
you
then
know,
like Benzino was saying that like Jimmy Iovine offered them $800,000 to sign that deal, and he didn't take any of the money. He gave it to Liza and
he was
to,
making money at the time. Yeah, he had the short
yeah.
still. Yeah, no, he was making money. He had money. So I believe him. He was
Yeah.
honorable in that manner. So I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Benzino's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? A good dude, a good businessman. He is kind of crazy though. You know, he got the artist in him. He's got the artist in him. So that artist take him to places that, hey, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people haven't been there yet, but you know, he's been there and he's an OG. So he experienced he experienced it with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily artist money, but you know, magazine money. That was big money. So, you know, the source was like the Bible to us. So you know, him and David Mays, you know, they was number one in that category. You know, Source Awards, they was doing big things. So he had that type of money. He didn't
Yeah,
have to
you
take
know,
that risk.
people were critical of your live though. They were saying that you guys kept talking over each other. They said that you was worse than Nori.
I mean, I have been, yeah. I've been lately. After all, that's why me and you let me talk. You let me talk for a little bit, then you come in. That's because I ran out of breath, probably. But you know, the other guys, they'd be like, well, we got hyper personalities, like me and Benzino too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think, yeah, y'all heard enough. Y'all heard good. You know,
Yeah.
some good parts there that got through.
That's why, you know, it was important to have somebody there to help mediate the
Well, I invited
conversation
you. I invited
that
you, man.
was
You know
left
what I'm
out, you know.
saying? I
Even
definitely
people in the
invited
comments were telling me, man, Panda, I wish you was there. I was disappointed when you wasn't up there.
you. Aw. Here you go. You want a violin too, sweetie? Get the fuck out of here. Listen,
Yo.
I invited you, even on the live. I told you I'm gonna mess this up. So I got the video still up. When I say I'm gonna mess this up, I know that's why I try to get my brother
All
Panda.
right, all right. It was
And
last minute, whatever. Okay, we got it. We don't got enough time
there
to
we
talk
go.
about
There
all
we go.
that.
Share the
All
dab
right.
because you know the truth hurts.
All right. So the situation that you were talking about with DMX, though, right? So there was a show in Puerto Rico to benefit Pun's family,
Yeah. Around
right?
the same
So then
time.
DMX was going there. That's when Nori turned down that show, right? He said that,
Yeah.
oh, I can't do that because of Joe. And
Yeah.
he told Liza that straight
He
up.
told that show, and I think it's a song. To this day, I think it's a song too. But it's definitely that show. So it could have been both. It could have been one. It
So
could have been
wait,
the show. But he didn't. He
you were
didn't.
there
He
at the
didn't.
show? You were
Of
there at
course,
the
I was
show
there.
and DMX told you that
The
directly?
next backstage told me that. Right?
What did he say exactly?
He said, he said, you're cute. Uh, you know, I got the call, right? I was like, what for who? He said, your man Joe. You already know. He called me up and he tried to stop it. And I was like, word. He said, yeah. She tried to tell me, you know, this, don't do it. It's gonna be a bad look. And you know, I told him, yo, I'm doing this for kids. I don't know what y'all got personally, but I'm doing it for kids. You know what I'm saying? This is for Big Pun. That's Big Bro. And I said, I love you for that, baby. I love you for that. DMX was one of the real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it was one of
So
the
there's
realest,
been a
bro.
few. There's been a few unsung heroes definitely in the backfield that like I said, I wish I would, you know, say we would do that type of conversations so the world could see. You know, it's a part of history, you know, and our legacy. and Pun's legacy also, because his legacy keeps on because he got, of course, Chris Rivers and, what he's doing. And I was his best friend. So, I'm over here on this side. And a lot of people that got gassed up by the other guy, he had the machine with him. He had people that he could grease up. He had the budgets to make, those kind of impacts that he made as far as putting out his music and things like that, being part of the hip hop culture on that level. Me and, of course, Chris Rivers and the Rios families, we got shunned out. So we have to go through the struggle, you know what I'm saying? And the troubles and doing it honorably and doing it for the love of hip hop. But, we had to deal with that hate. You know what I'm saying? The hate, the feuds, of the Joe being the one that put us on. So he got seniority over us with the labels, with the CEOs. He knows them. And then the artists, he knows he befriends them. And it's a pick and choose between other artists. So, and I never depended on other artists. But at the end of the day, it's like, I know a lot of other artists behind the scenes that knew us, was around us. They know the truth. And I get mad, because they don't speak the truth. They don't be out there. They don't give, an MC like me that and be like, yo, man, they up a little bit. And I know I gave my love. So it's like, what's the problem? It's like, having me somewhere with y'all or being mentioned is like cooties and shit. Who made it like that? Fat Joe dude made that like that. And
What's
that's
crazy,
the same
though?
thing that Chris Rivers got to go through.
Right. What's so crazy, though, is that Liza told that same story about DMX at the show, telling her, too, that
He
Joe
told both
called.
of us in the back. He told both of us. We was right there listening, both of them. We looked at each other like this. It's disgusting.
So I never heard you tell that story before, but I heard her tell it at first on Clubhouse.
Oh, okay. No, I've been told that story. Maybe not in you asked me, but I said it before. I said it before in the old interviews. That was shit. He was talking to me when he told me that shit. He said, "Hey,
that's
Q,
crazy."
that fat boy tried to give me a call. He did.
He said, "Fat boy."
No.
He just threw
he didn't say fat boy, but he said fat dude. The fat dude.
The fat dude. All right. Well, same thing.
The fat dude. The beluga. If you would have said the beluga, it would have been crazy.
What was Liza's reaction?
I mean, I was really, we was both like this. Like, we're not surprised, but also like, the disgusting piece of shit.
Right.
Agate, like, they're like this low. He's a bum. Like, he's a scum of the earth. Like, to be spreading this kind of, what I'm saying, like, narrative out there just to try for us to not, like, do what we love. You know what I'm saying, and continue our music, and get along with, our fellow, workmates or whatever, hip hop artists that they already knew that. But like I said, man, from that whole bunch, man, it's a handful of real dudes that stood up to it. And even Ashanti went. Ashanti was the headliner, and DMX. So I'm sure she got the call. So she got the call. Nobody ever asked her that. Fat Joe's her brother now, remember? So remember, it's a whole different thing. DMX. DMX is different. Benzino is different. But when you're rolling with that side, it's like an oath they take to forever blow the fucking beluga. And that's just the way it is, All
right. So another thing that you and Benzino spoke about was the FBA. Benzino, before he did an interview, and he wasn't as informed on what the FBA was, and he called them some bozos, but you helped educate him on it, right? The original interview, he said he didn't think Joe was racist, but he did say Joe needed to stop calling people broke.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't know what the FBA was, the Foundation of Black Americans. He didn't know about the lineage, back that it traces back to the slavery part, and those that really actually started, the hip hop culture.
But you helped change his mind. He even was all like, you know what? I think I might be down with that, though. Like, like he understood like giving people their credit.
Yeah. So that's what sometimes it's how you explain it. You know what I'm saying? Because he took it as surprise too, because I'm Cuban. I'm a straight up immigrant. You know what I'm saying? So for me to say that to him, and I should be actually on the other side if I was a fake individual, trying to just eat off, tether my way into other things, I would probably be like, yeah, we started it too. And that's what the whole kind of adrenaline Joe has been pumping that, Latinos and, and blacks, and created hip hop, saying to get people like, it's been so long and then the unity's been so solid for so long that, he might get some people to be like, yeah, we did. Because, yeah, me too. In the beginning, because I didn't know my history also. I think you asked me one time about Joe saying 50-50. I was like, maybe like 20%. And then you said, and then I was like, yeah, like 20, maybe 15, 20. And then you'd be like, but so what do you think about? He said 50. I said, well, if you want to round it off.
Right.
I even said it. So he called me too blind, but I'm like, I mean, if black people are cool with that, and they but I remember, saying the actual my history, who was the dominating factors and who was, really the best at it, and how I came in the country and who accepted me and all of that. And I put my history, it's just like black folks is the one who did that, with me. So, like I said, Joe was older at the time. I wasn't really, going back into the foundation of it, even though I know the Bronx was the place it started. But besides that, it's about, Whippy Whip and Charlie, how you call it,
Charlie Chase?
Yes, yeah. So, I'm saying, those guys, and, of course, it was always Latino presence there. It was a presence of Spanish guys there. But actually to be the ones behind the actual position, whether it was DJing, whether it was MCing, whether it was breakdancing, of course, Black Foundation of America should really put it on in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's my belief. And that's through the facts too, through the history, the archives.
Yeah, because you were telling them like there was videos from the 1940s and everything. Like, and Benzino was all like, wow,
Yeah, but he even seen it though. He told me, yeah, I remember the four guys that was doing the hip hop, and he did. He started like Melle Mel, that dude.
And then wait, we're gonna get into the Melle Mel thing.
Went out there, went out there.
Step off, because you got to get lost, because I know you're soft.
Melle Mel, yeah. We never got on Melle.
We're gonna talk about him, but so I could tell with Benzino, he was trying to smooth things over between you and Joe. Yeah, like he was trying to hold back a little bit. And even I just give him so much props that he even told the story that he did.
Froze.
No, wait.
He's lucky that shit froze. To me, in my head, he was like, he's playing too much of a politician. Wait a minute, homie.
No,
wait a minute.
We don't want to bring up recent news, rumors and stuff, okay? Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
But I was going to hit him with the whole, excuse me, mister.
Wait.
No, but I did want to talk to him about his father renting the spot to us when we was with Romeo Entertainment, and we did that show in his father's spot in his club.
Right. He had his own club. That's right.
Yeah, his father had his Zeno's. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, and
go deep, because I know his father had to tell him what happened. His father probably was like, that day was crazy. Saying somebody called, there was a bomb script, all of that. Because I heard it, but I wanted him to say it. And he never told me. So that would have been maybe the second part too. I will get to it.
Yeah, because he definitely said that he wants to do another live with you and everything. He has great respect for you, could tell.
Yeah, no,
like because the information was coming from you.
For him, man. That's why I can never go like crazy on him. When he be going in crazy situations, I'll be like, damn, that's my bro, man. What is he doing? And I'm sure he does the same with me. He'd be like, right. Damn, Cuban's crazy, and we do. That's just saying.
But he was trying to hold back his laugh when you were saying beluga and you were saying all these jokes at Joe. I could tell like he was like, oh man, like he was trying to hold it back, man. Yeah. That's so funny. But the situation,
disrespect breeds disrespect. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, that fat boy done disrespected me a long time ago. It's just y'all never saw it. So now I'm doing it deliberately. And remember, I never sued, never got $1 from him, never wanted $1 from him. Never took nobody to court. So this is actually my reward. I'm getting it from all of this. I could talk about you anyone I want. Because at the end of the day, you didn't keep it G. I'm going to let them all know you didn't keep it G. That's all.
I think that you and Benzino should start a podcast together.
Yeah.
What would you call it?
These
Hotheads.
Lincoln with Zeno. I don't know.
No, you know what's so funny is that like I can see both of you.
The Lincoln Zeno. I call it the Lincoln Zeno show. How's that?
Fucker.
The Lincoln Cabin. Yeah, the thing. Lincoln Zeno. No. It's the Lincoln.
When one of you guys are mad, I can see the other one being more calm and trying to calm down the other one and stuff. But if you guys both get mad, you might have to have a wrestling.
Though. We got respect that we.
I know, but you might have to have a wrestling match at the end of the episode if both of you guys get mad.
We need some Ben Gay. We need some
Ben Gay.
Oh yeah, you know how old we are. We old. Ben Gay pause too. I'm just saying. You know, we need some muscle cream, really. You know,
yo, they was going in on you guys in the comments. Some people were all like, "These two old guys, 150, 160, and you still talk about this shit? What the fuck?"
But I don't understand why people get so mad or so distraught about that. It's like all of these things that are happening in the main news right now is 20 plus years old. You see Diddy, you see the James,
right.
You see the 50 Cents with Irv Gotti. You see him with Ja. These are all stories that are golden era stories that happen for real. We just never got a chance to tell it like this side, like mine.
Right. But you know what? Also, I was like, I don't understand because people are entertained. There is a niche for this. People really do like hearing this stuff.
By the Beluganati. Those are the Beluganati ones. They don't want to hear it. Yeah. They want to bury it. They want to continue because that is disrupting their money flow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When that truth comes out, that empire is over. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, you know, I'm sure that the fat guy sits them all around in the huddle and says, listen, we have to stop this guy because you know what? He's hurting the brand. And the brand is what pays for your rent, pays for you when you go to jail. He's disrupting our money. So that's what they do. They do it like the drug game, which is all, you understand that. In my mind, I understand who I'm dealing with. But I want y'all to know that this is the type of, road that has been on for Cuban. It's not been an easy road when it comes, to getting the info out, to getting the help that other MCs get when it comes to this. And I've been in it for a minute. Like I said, they made me infamous. I wanted to be famous, I guess. They didn't want me to be famous, so they turned me into infamous. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And regardless, I'm sure people will enjoy our interviews. They love it. Even the haters, they sit back and be like, yo, it's crazy.
Yeah, they are entertained, man.
They just don't want to put us in the main light.
Right.
Because the main light comes with a lot of blockage and they'll get probably, crucified if they take my side. So, I could understand it, but to a point. It's been already too long. Like, let the truth already, surface already. Stop hiding it. Stop, protecting the evil guy, you know what I'm saying? The bozo that never, the guy that spoke all that shit that he's real and did everything opposite. You know what I'm saying? Stop. And, I guess this is the time right now. You see a lot of things turning, a lot of unturned stones right now being turned.
Yep.
It is what it is. God knows the time.
So rest in peace to Irv Gotti. He passed away recently. It's man, he was still really young too. Was like 54.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. But I just remember that last time that he was on Drink Champs, everybody was like, "Dang, Irv don't look too good. He looks sick. He was really thin." You know what I mean? And then we heard the news of him suffering from his first stroke, and then I guess he had a second one. That's really sad, man. And your man Wack 100 had released that photo of him walking with a cane before too.
Yeah, Wack be everywhere. Wack is crazy. Wack is a nut. And even Wack, like I said before, man, he stuck his nose in it, in the business of I guess, our situation, me, Liza, and all of that. However, we conducted ourselves in there, of course, for Clubhouse. And, we had to go through my own road and feeling a certain way about him and then understanding what he was about and him calling me behind the scenes and letting me know and reaching out to me. I respect him, you know what I'm saying? And I respect what he did and I salute what he did. Just putting that fat beluga on blast about the contracts. He stole $4 million. So that means a lot to me. He don't have to do nothing for me ever in my life. that's enough salute for me to give to him.
It's really sad though for the Irv situation. I know that a lot of people discount Murder Inc. because of G Unit coming along and like really like taking over, and then they kind of made Murder Inc. look really soft. Ja Rule like just singing and stuff like that instead of being like the hardcore street music. And but it doesn't take away like what they contributed for those years that they were on top though, because you remember they ruled the airwaves, bro. Like they
They
had
made great music
yeah,
together too. Ja Rule and Herb.
and
They
that the girls loved the music more, so the guys were after the girls. So it's like you gonna know the songs too, But
I
it's
remember.
just
Did I tell you the story when I met Irv Gotti after the beef me and Joe had?
no. I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah, we was just going to I think it was JetBlue. It was an airplane. We was in the airport,
What year?
and this was like 2005.
So
I was
during the
already,
MOB.
yeah, I think it was MOB already. No. I think it was 2002, the Source Awards and all that. Because we have, and that's another thing with Benzino. Like we did the Source Award, the Source Youth Awards, the Source Youth Foundation that I did with the Source magazines. That's when I was working with De Niro and all the Balonies and a guy named Rico and all that. So we was out there in Miami. So we did a lot of work with the Source behind the scenes, Dave Mays.
Right.
So we had a good relationship. So that's why our relationship, me and Benzino, we always kept it strong throughout the years whenever we see each other. But I met Irv, through that time. And he saw me. And we never really kicked it like that before, even in the studio where we was extra cool, like he was cool with Joe, but he saw me, man, and he pulled out his hand and he said, yo, love is love, man. And he gave me the love and shit. I was like, okay, no doubt, my brother. And we kept it moving. But it was like that. It was cordial like that. He never that I heard about ever talk bad about me. You know, but I'm gonna say never, but he never also like extended his and then we had people in between that could have got us together. Never really, extended his hand of help or he was interested in the Cuban Link, anything. I would have loved to make a song with her as far as, him produce a beat for me. I had Ja Rule in my first album, 24K, in Murder Music. It was this track that I had, Murder Music.
Murder. Yeah, I was about to say it.
Yeah, so I remember. I mean, me and Pun, like I said, we wrote the hooks for people. So I remember just hearing that beat and I wanted Ja Rule to do the hook with me. He didn't get to do the hook with me, so I had to do the hook. You know what I'm saying? Because he flew in his vocals. I guess they was too busy to come through, whatever. But he still did it. He still did it. So I salute Ja Rule to this day. Murder Inc. Man, that was cool. That was close at that time. But Irv was playing more of the background. You know what I'm saying? The business side. So I didn't get to see him as much. But Cadillac Ty, all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? There was real individuals. We used to go to Jimmy's and we used to party. So, the whole crew, the Murder Inc. crew and the Terror Squad crew was really tight at the time. But yeah, man, Irv Gotti, definitely respect his body of work. Uh, I loved his imagination. Certain people got the gift of just painting pictures with their words, and I could see that in a business sense, how he would talk to like the higher ups, the white collar people, and sell an idea from the hood. Saying how he would paint it, and Joe got a lot of his mannerisms and his business pitch from Irv Gotti. I remember when he started practicing, in the backfield with us, and I seen the change, and I was like, "Yo, why you acting like? Why you having all this extra mannerisms when you talk?" And he was picking that up from Irv Gotti and all of that. And Joe was supposed to be loyal, right? He's supposed to be loyal. You see how I ended up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I
don't
could
think that they
almost.
resolve things necessarily
Of
before.
course, because Ja Rule saw through the design, through the blinds. He saw the facade that Joe was putting on. He wasn't really his
Ja
friend.
Rule? You mean Irv Gotti?
Irv Gotti saw Joe's like the whole show that he was running. You know what I'm saying? He saw his attitude towards him when it was really serious. You know, how Joe disrespected him, talked about him, calling him a sucker. You know what I'm saying, in front of people.
Well, Chris said that the real issue was that maybe because Joe yelled from the mountaintops, "You a sucker," but then he whispered his apology. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a
when
nice
someone
way
says
of
that,
putting it.
like, the
But
disrespect, the apology needs to be as loud as the disrespect if you're going to do it in public.
of course, but it showed
Yeah.
you at the end of the day that Joe didn't have that type of love or respect for her, because you know that's the game that he's been running to us, Irv, and the whole team for a minute. But then it's like, yo, but you just became friends with 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? You just became friends with. Then you're trying to squash it. Like who you know in Irv? I'm thinking about just stepping into Irv's mind and their side. Like, yo, how you gonna do that? Like we could have, you know, in the mind probably be like, Irv would have been like, I would have been fucked with Cuban Link. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if he thought that. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably had respect for my body of work. And it's like those kind of situations, you know, they make it hard for people in between. You know what I'm saying? When those kind of powers are up there in that type of powerful position, and then you get other artists that, you know what I'm saying, it could have, what it could have been, you know what I'm saying,
Well,
of
I
of
think that
relationship.
I think that some people might say that, oh, that's hypocritical of Irv because he squashed he tried to work with Nas, try to sign Nas in the middle
Yeah,
of
he
the
did that too
Jay-Z
though.
beef.
But
But wait, but it wasn't street beef though. It wasn't street beef. It was just hip hop back and forth, right? Now the situation between Murder Inc. and 50, that was street beef though. And then you factor in the Supreme affiliation and all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah, that was deep.
that's serious stuff. So
That's
you can
serious.
understand from Irv's perspective, like,
I understand 50's point too though. I understand 50's
oh
50's
yeah, yeah, I know
mentality.
you understand 50's perspective too, but I'm saying that Joe trying to squash the beef with 50 from Irv's perspective is like, how could you do that? You my man, and you know that it's really serious, right?
Exactly. That's when it started. You know, that relationship started going down the hill.
Right. I think so too.
Definitely, definitely.
But when you look at Irv's,
I
like,
remember, they had a little thing. They asked him something. Like, I think it was in Drink Champs or something. He said somebody asked him, "Yo, that Joe tried to, you know, squash the beef between 50 Cent and Irvin and John." And he's like, "Yo," like they laughed at him. Was like, "Look at this dude! Like you crazy? Tell him to fix the relationship with Cuban Link and him." Ja Rule said that. You know what I'm saying? And that was it was on live. Like I forgot what show I seen it on, what interview it was, but he said that.
oh shit.
And there was 100% right.
Right.
That was 100% right. You know what I'm saying? And that was right before the verses between Ja Rule and Joe around that time. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because Irv, he accomplished so much when you think about the whole Def Jam umbrella and stuff like that, right? He got in with Rough Riders, Rockefeller, his own Murder Inc. and everything. I felt like
Yeah,
Def
he's up there with
Jam,
the Russell Simmons of the world. Yeah, he's
yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
but Def Jam didn't give him the props that he deserved. Like he should have been fucking president or top A&R or whatever, you know what I mean? Like he did a lot, bro, for a lot of artists.
Well, he was his own entrepreneur though. I think he just liked to get in situations and him himself have the authority to move the budgets where he wants to, and they want the, you know, he wants the control of that. I think that was one thing. I think he wouldn't want to be the A&R for or the top, you know what I'm saying, a position like that in Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Because
Maybe
it's
during
more,
some of those times where it was looking downhill, though, where Murder Inc. wasn't at the top anymore.
yeah, but at the end, but we still got to deal with a board. It's a board. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when Jay-Z was there. And I remember a situation when DMX album came up.
Oh
He
yeah,
was so
right.
he was so cool with DMX and all of that. And D's like, of course I'm gonna be good. You know, my budget about to open up because my brother's there. Nigga Jay-Z did the bullshit to him. He did the bullshit to him. He's like cock blocked his album and went to the next. I'm like, how you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's and they both Sagittarius. So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? DMX
You in this
born.
damn Sagittarius thing, man.
Because I'm hearing every Sagittarius thing that's going on, and all the posters like that, like all the posts online and like traits of a Sagittarius, and I'm like, yo, that's me throughout this my whole lifetime. how the fuck these niggas know my behavior or what I'm about or what I do? Like, they go specifically to it. Like, I don't know if other Sagittarius are like that, but I know I'm like that, honey.
Well, it's just astrology in general, right? Because like when they describe cancers, like they look at
I
50
don't know.
and they look
I
at
know
other
about
people.
Sagittarius. Oh no, Cancer too. My son is Cancer, so I know they hold
No,
grudges.
they're really emotional.
No, they're emotional. They hold grudges and they're quiet. They won't even speak to you ever again. My
Yeah,
sister.
that's why 50's a cancer. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, but they got the truth with them. That's the thing. Like they got when they mad, they usually have like facts enough to be mad at you and just do what they do to you. You know what I'm saying? And they're very like honorable. They're very honorable. My sister, my son are cancers. You know what I'm saying? So I know firsthand. But Sagittarius, the way they be on lock with it, like everything. I mean, like, oh, they stepped up. Who the fuck is talking to these people, giving these little premonitions and shit and characteristics of who I am, like
Right.
So that's why it's so like I'm so into it like more now.
I think you should have a conversation with Tina about that. You know, she's really into all that
She
astrology
is.
and stuff.
Tina's good people, man. She get she get misunderstood a lot though, because her way of thinking is so like astronomical and out of this world, and just in a different context, that either she loses you or she gets you open in your mind like this. I got a vibration, So that's all it is with her. But
Right.
I think she's a great person. You know what I'm saying? As far as a good person, good heart.
Yeah. So Joe's dad recently passed away.
Yeah, Ernesto. Yeah. I feel sad. I feel sad
Yeah.
myself.
He's a Delgado too.
Delgado, crazy, right? Cuban too. Cuban from Cuba, and I'm Cuban from Cuba. Rest in peace.
And you had some
Thank you.
interactions with him where he told you about Joe.
Yeah, he told me to go. He was just straight up. I think we all, that's a trait in Cubans thing. We trade, it doesn't matter. You hate us or you love us, or you hate us and love us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he was straightforward. That's what Joe didn't like about him. You know what I'm saying? When he was younger, and I used to go to their house when, the pun days, and we started Terrace Squad. We used to go to his house, and he used to warn us about his pops. He said, "Oh, don't listen to him. He's like a grouchy old man." That's why he used to tell me in pun about his steppops. But as soon as I met his steppops, I mean, not steppops, I mean, say his pops, I guess that was his real father, to my knowledge. But I heard other things. I don't want to keep messing that up. That was his real father. He raised him, and you know what I'm saying? He's the one who took care of him all his life. But as soon as I met, and it's tú eres cubano. Claro, yo soy cubano, Marilito. Tú eres Marilito. And it was just that Cuban love that you know what I'm saying? It's over. Once you do that to me, it's over. That's why, and not saying all the Cubans, some Cubans are a piece of shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like they always do that to me anyway, as far as like the dineros of my life. You know what I'm saying? They come in, oh yeah, Chico, oh yeah, tú eres cubano, yo soy aquí, yo. So they get me with that, bring me fucking, Cuban food, the yuca, moro, pernil, and Cuban sandwiches. So they get me with that Cuban style. Corleone, another one. They're supposed to be a Marilito like me. They come in with the Cuban, yeah, Cuban. They show me the fucking green card. So they get me with that, like a dick. Because I'm from New York, so there's not too many Cubans. So when I finally get to them, that closeness comes to my heart, and I welcome them in. But Ernesto's an older guy. So when he saw me, he gave me that shorty love also, that, like, come respect the older people. But it always him and Joe had a strange relationship, because he's the one that used to go out. Joe told me stories about him when he was a shorty. He'll embarrass him in school. He'll smack him in the face because he stole something from the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to teach him the right way, but he'll do it in front of, that's how my father was too. So I understood. So that Cuban culture that he had, that he's from, he was 100% Cuban. It's not, he's lying about that. Um, we hit it off. We hit it off. And like I said, he told me, he said, no creas que mi hijo te quiere a ti como te quiere. Él sabe porque te puede hacer dinero. He can make money off of you. He said he only likes you because he could make money off of you. He told that shit in front of me, Pun, and Joe. And I said, I started laughing because he said it in Spanish, and these niggas didn't really understand it, but I understood it, right? So I'm like,
Oh wow.
and I'm like, I said, okay, Bobby, okay. And I just laughed like that. But he gave me that Cuban love in that sense. So I was
Did Joe
impressed with him.
ask you what he said?
I think Joe understood. That's why he was a little like with the ref face, like with the extra like they always like he always like a thorn on him, like what I'm saying, like he'll tell the truth, like about him, and Joe would not like it because it's something that saying he's not saying it and painting the way he wanted to come out, but he's telling me the truth. He's telling me the raw truth. So salute and 21 gun salute, man. Rest in peace to Ernesto Delgado.
It's crazy because Joe has been losing people around him left and right over the past few months, right? You got Percy, his brother Money Man,
Raul,
and now his dad,
Raul,
Irv Gotti.
You got Raul, Fat Ant.
Raul too.
Flex, that was his best friend. His road manager's Flex. So,
but Flex was a while back though, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying real close people that, that are actually original terror squads.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the last few months has been like boom, 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 back to back though. It's pretty crazy.
Yep. I remember when I said it in your show. I said the story of Moses. Pharaoh didn't want to let people go, so it was all the plagues. Hey man, I just feel certain things, and it's like when you do evil, man, you're thinking you're right. Whoever bless you, you're thinking that's God. That's not God. The devil might bless you too. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing them evil deeds, that always come back to you, Anyway, I don't want to put that on anybody, but I'm just calling out how I see my situation.
Right.
And I've been Moses, nigga. I've been opening the seas so my people could go through and everything. They'll close the sea right on top of me with the staff and everything. I'm like, motherfuckers, I just helped y'all. So, I didn't drown. That's the problem. I didn't drown. I kept moving forward. I kept my, my integrity, my honor, and my love, saying, for the craft and my people, saying, for my brother. And that's what I've been rocking with. So they can't stop that. They know that.
So a few weeks back, you went and did an interview with the Art of Dialogue. It was like 5 hours.
Yeah, I don't even know where the art of fucking getting lost, because I don't know where the fuck they didn't drop it yet. We doing another interview before that shit dropped. It was a great interview. Shout out to Penny. She
was supposed to be like it's like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I don't know how long it takes. Maybe he dropped it. I don't know. Maybe he got the call. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, a lot of people got the call. I told you, Funkmaster Flex got the call. Well, we never talked about.
Well, maybe the problem was that he posted that picture of you and gave it away. Like if he didn't do that and just edited the interview and bam, like
but
then you couldn't stop it as much.
You got to promote though. You got to promote, so you can't even blame him. And that's the thing. Since he knows he got to promote, he got to call. He got to make sure he call. He probably.
I hope not. I hope that it does come out, man. I hope it does come out.
Look at the story he told Benzino. So imagine the stories he tells other people nowadays. Oh, you defaming my character, I'm gonna sue you. Either that, or if he got friendship like with anybody that's attached to the Art of Dialogue, put a favor or scare people. He got mad tactics that he could use, and
Well, you remember when that one call got put in for one of the clips for me, right? That I had to take down.
And yeah, another one. You was there. You see that. I walked you through the whole valley of the Beluga. I walked you through the Beluga Valley already, and I told you exactly what was going to happen, and that's why you believe me. That's why you make the perfect.
Yeah, but that clip that I didn't put out was a big one too, and it was gonna what?
What clip? No, I forgot now. Then you threw me off right now. You hit me with the PANDA chop right now to my neck. What is it?
Biggie album.
Oh, the Biggie album.
Certain producer.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know what
but
you're
remember
about,
this.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, yo, son.
No. And this certain producer had some great stories about you too. That was gonna vindicate something about Señorita.
Oh. And you didn't want to put it out. Wow. You could put that part out.
Not that I didn't want to put it out. I was asked to please not put it out.
Well, listen, my brother. I don't understand why it's so hard to tell the truth these days. Like, if niggas see me here, and they see me spilling everything in my heart, in my art, and everything that I've done, my stories. And they know, they sit back, even from Connecticut. I know Nino from Junior Mafia is sitting around and going, that nigga Q is telling the truth. Because he saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? But they don't come out and say, yo, you see, guys like, let me say, B Dot, uh, Puffy, Jennifer Lopez.
Who's B Dot?
B Dot, Puffy, Jennifer Lopez.
Who's B Dot?
B Dot.
D Dot?
You said it. I didn't want to say it.
Wait, who are you
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, right? So you said it. You snitched. So
I don't know. We're going to edit this part out.
I caught you. So what happened, right? Guys like that. Jennifer Lopez, the engineer that was recording us. Saying people like this that they know that I wrote the hook for Senorita. Even Jadakiss, but Jada wasn't there. I had Jada's just verses and I had to take it home. I still living in Louisville's second floor of the projects. And I took it upstairs and I wrote it in my room, still with full fucking of wrestling posters that I got. Fucking the Ultimate Warrior, I got everything. My shit was, my room was painted sherbet and aqua green, just like Miami Dolphin colors.
Wow.
A whole room. I remember just breaking night there, writing Senorita, man. And for this dude, 20 years later, get on with Jadakiss and try.
Wait, you had Coco Beware on the wall
I had
too?
everybody. Coco Beware. I had everybody. Yeah. You try to go back to Coco Beware? You try to go back to damn, you trying to go back to that legend TA? Stop. Salute.
Come
Salute,
on,
you're
man.
the worst. Hey, yo, salute to TA, man, too, man. I talked to TA. Good brother, man. We talked on the phone and we just rapping about it, man. He's really talented, man. I heard a song that some songs that he did, man. He's really dope, man. He's really dope. So now I know why Joe and I hear the sound in him that Joe was using. So you know what I'm saying? That brother, he's still young. He's still young. He's still trying to do his thing. So salute to TA, man.
No, you know what though? It's crazy because like people know that Joe is a POS, but they won't say it. And they know that you're the real, but they won't say it. But then they'll still work with Joe knowing he's a POS.
And that's what bothers me, because that tells me a lot about people's characters. And if you knowingly do that,
but don't you think that's the game in general, just the industry?
Because that
I
mean, it's just bad any way you cut it. It's like, you got the devil here, but God. Okay, God, you won't get no reward, I guess. No physical rewards like you want. The devil's gonna give you all the shiny diamonds you want. You're going to the devil anyway. That's the same thing as saying that. Like, it's bad anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're working with the devil. Epstein's, niggas like Epstein's, like people like that. Oh yeah, he's gonna take you to get the best pussy in the world you want. A whole island full of pussy. Yeah. The pussies are fucking 13 and under. You gonna fucking take that pussy? So it's like, yo, what kind of choice does that gives me a synopsis of how the men, the real men, saying, inside this game, their integrity, their honor, they are built like, just because I'm an artist. Yeah, I'm an artist, but nobody controls me. Like, I know if I don't want to do something with somebody, okay, you don't do it, I won't do it. But at the end of the day, it's like, and I understand it too, might be too much headaches. It's not your problem. But goddamn, like, y'all gotta, Cuban has to have all them stamps on me. Like, oh, it's gotta be beef to do something with Cuban. Or you're gonna get the cooties. But knowing the streets that we come from, I get saluted. I'm the underdog. I'm the one that they waiting for. They want my story to have an ending, a happy ending. Ease, pause, slow down. A happy ending, or an ending that I'm satisfied with. They see me fighting for. So it's like, where we come from at the end of the day, this is hip hop. We come from the street. So where did we lose that? You know what I'm saying? Where did the game get crazy where a real dude from the street gives you their word, and then that word don't mean nothing when they get to the white collars? Or somebody tells them not to do it. Like, what kind of people is this? And that's what I'm saying. We got brought up wrong. We believe the wrong people. And I believe the wrong people too myself, but I'm just trying to wake up people now. The new generation, you know what I'm saying, try to change that about this game. But it's hard to change. The devil's been in it for a long time already. but I won't give up. I love my music. I love hip hop.
Yeah. All right. Melle Mel saying hip hop isn't black culture, but Bronx culture. Did you notice that it wasn't just him on his phone saying this? It was a whole production, different angles, different cameras, everything. It looked like it should have been in a documentary, right?
It wasn't a documentary. But too bad that he was already on Tariq Nasheed's documentary, Microphone Check. And he told a whole opposite story of how
Right.
hip hop was actually from, the FBA, Black, Foundation of Black Americans. So he always makes himself look crazy. And he does it to himself. Even with Eminem, he talks shit and then he apologizes after he tries to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, he make himself look crazy. He's like, yo, I can't help. You trying to help the fat guy? Yeah. And I understand how that line worked because, you got Mickey Benson that does, his managing. And he does also Ice-T's managing. And he also does Fat Joe's managing. So they all related in that sense. And, but I'm sure, I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? This Joe individual is a character. Like I said,
You gotta admit though, that was a hell of a chess move on Joe's part to get him to do that though, because you got one of the godfathers, of hip
I wasn't
hop to
surprised
say
about it
that.
though. I wasn't surprised.
You weren't surprised about it at all.
I wasn't surprised because, some people got a price tag on them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry to say it, but Melle Mel has a price tag on him. But maybe because he understands that it's entertainment. He's been doing it so long, it's like whatever bag comes, he has to accept it. And maybe he lost, that honor and love he had for hip hop once, where it's like the culture's with him and he just does everything for himself. You know what I'm saying? If what he believes in, you know what I'm saying, whoever pays that check, whoever hooks him up with that show. Some guys are like that. I just didn't expect Melle Mel because me and him had so much of a personal relationship where we go out, same places, nightclubs, and we chill and we build on situations and we talk like real men. You know what I'm saying? And it's not personal to me that way, but it's personal to me that way. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows exactly what he's doing. He was advocating for him. He was trying to save him instead of letting the beluga fight his own war and stand up. And he still ain't come out. The FBA got that boy hiding. And it's, yeah, that boy hiding, boy. He didn't want to come out. All we seen him is looking like Grimace in a basketball game with a purple mink on. So he looked like Grimace.
No. When they said that he looked like Galactus, that was hilarious.
Galactus.
Yo, the comments they had about that was crazy. They said that's one of the things he stole from the 70 students from the gym.
He thought he was stunting on them though. You see how he was looking, stunting on them, like, yeah. Boy. He forgot. This is still like lunchroom. This is still like first, second grade when you go to school, man. They're gonna snap on you. You know that. Like, this is what the internet game is. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make jokes. Even if he wants the most expensive shit. Like he thought with the Jeezys, the Joey Boots. When I called them Joey Boots. And Lord Jamar hit him with the giant boot, right? But he thought just because they cost like $1,000, he's gonna be it. The little tight jacket. He thought that he was in style. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, yo, dog, it don't matter what you got on, how much it costs. I mean, it's how you rock it. Forgot what that was the element of hip hop. Is we could take the wackest shit, we could take skips, and it's just the way we design the lasers. And we style it, we walk with it. You know what I'm saying? How you puff the tongue up. It's just that was swag that didn't have a price on it because we had the swag. You had to be, you had to give that the swag. So all this expensive material thing you got on, my nigga, doesn't make you look good. You know what I'm saying? It makes you just look like a money hungry beluga that you are.
So Mel, he went on to defend Joe, right, on that video because he said that no matter what, no one's gonna go to Joe's face and say anything to his face.
Oh shit, I did, and I will again. And I chased him. So I don't understand. I mean, that's me, but that's personal, right? But I'm sure people,
right?
I'm
But
sure people tell him.
Mel,
I'm sure people,
he
unless he was trying to set Joe up, like to have the whole FBA, wherever he's at, be like, yo, you punch the nigga, or whatever, or bring him confrontations. Unless he was setting up for him for that, which on the low he might have. But I think more he was just trying to tell us that I don't even say that to Joe in his face. So I'm not saying it. So I dare y'all to say it. You know what I'm saying? So he might have a little fear in him to or he's seen Joe, probably the crew around Joe showed him, you know what I'm saying, certain kind of violence that made him say that, or they gotta say it, his crew will beat y'all up. Like, you know, instill fear in others. But it still looks weak from a pioneer like you. We're not talking about beating him up or anything. It's just about being right and being wrong. Why you gotta get beat up, or why you gotta beat him up because you stating something that's a fact or truth? And that's the thing. They rather put that.
It's a mental debate.
Yeah,
it's a debate of the minds.
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, so you scared of him because he says whatever, and now since he got 100 people around him, you're not gonna say nothing. And that's why he gave me the vibes up, like, you know, and that was disappointing for one of my idols too. You know what I'm saying? My hip hop heroes that I grew up listening to talk like that about, especially my enemy. You know, especially the dude that's been a culture vulture. He turned into that. He didn't start off like that, but he definitely turned into one. You know, saying along the line, and he used us to do it.
But I think that a lot of people would agree with you, because in that video, he says, you know, whenever Joe has something going on, he always goes, come with me, come do this and stuff like that. So what you were talking about with, like, maybe that check means more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe, you know.
But that video was also weird because he kept stuttering so much throughout that video. If you notice, it was not smooth. Like,
Mel stutters. Yeah, that was Mel stutters right there. I never heard him even stutter that much in my life. It's like he was either forced to say that, or he took the check and said, yeah, I could do it. I could finesse it. And he tried to do it. And he just was like trying to find some oxygen every time, you know what I'm saying? Try to find another way out to try to, you know, paint the beluga.
So you ended up commenting on the video, right? And
I comment on everyone.
I know.
Like every video that he ever made. Like I've been doing that the last year. Like this thing is not here. I'll be just trolling. Not even trolling. I'm just being for real. Like I can check me anytime I want. In the streets or in the computer, hit my page, whatever y'all want.
Wait, you've been commenting on Melle Mel's videos and shit?
Oh no. I'm talking about Fat Joe shit. When they be having the
No. I'm talking about you commented on Melle Mel's video, and you was saying like, you know, you showed them respect, but you said I can see where your loyalty lies now, and you went at Joe too. Yeah. And he responded to pretty much
because
everybody.
Mel, I can't see Mel the same, and he gonna see me one day, and I'm gonna have that disappointment look in my eye about him, and I'm sure he's gonna be like, "Yo, Q, you know I love you, man," all that. But I'm still gonna be like, "Nah, man, you know it's cool. I still got love for you, but you know when situation called you to say something real for the culture, your knees buckle." Or your pockets, you know what I'm saying, speaking louder than your mouth. And that's not good with me. That's not a good representation of hip hop, you know? And it's about the situation. It's really what you would do in a certain type of situation, a life situation that they put you on. That's who, you know, that's how you get merited, that's how you get applauded, or that's how you get canceled. And, you know.
But, you know, in the comments, he responded to like pretty much everybody, like so many people, but he glossed over your comments.
They want to fight.
What?
Yeah, but he was talking about it?
What?
What are you talking about?
No, in the comments, he was responding to so many people, right?
Oh, I didn't know that part. Okay.
Yeah, he was responding to so many people, but he glossed over your comments. He didn't respond to you.
That's what they do to me. They skip right over me. I'm glad the people could see it, though. I'm glad you saw it.
Because you commented pretty early on the video. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I saw he was commenting to a lot of people during the time that you commented.
Early comment back. That's what it merits. Yeah, but he knows. He should know. He knows it's personal with me and Joe. So he knows, and they stays away from me. You know, I don't expect them to do anything. But I would love, like, you know, me and him was building them, doing a song together in after hours at my man home. Shout out to Sean King, my brother from college. And you know, we rocking there. We was working on a little song together. But then at the end of the day, now I see this song could never make happen because Joe has got the last word on me and you. when he shouldn't. It should be about, if we building on like MCs, and you, like I said, one of my idols when I was coming here, and one of the hip hop artists that I look up to in this game. And for me and you to just sit back and we vibe as friends, and you respect me, I respect you, and we over here building a song, and then the song is done, and you gassing me up. That happened to me before too. Where we make a song and go in the studio, shit is a banger, and then you get the call from the high ups like everybody else, and you stop the song. How you think I'm gonna react to that if you don't be a man about it? I don't want you to come back to me, yo, I had to stop because, nah, my dude. Nah, my dude. I expect the truth from you too, but I expect you to be like, yo, I can't. Say the truth with that, I can't deal. Then I could see the weakness in you. They don't want to show that weakness. They don't want to see that. And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? If it's like that. If it's not, it's like, yo, we started this hip hop game from the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you because Joe made me like you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you think that, you're above everybody like that and you can get the calls. But don't waste my time like that. And it happened like that with other people. We have bangers that they're still in the archives that they got. And the political game, the business, the hip hop, the music business in the background, the business side, it always gets in the way of a big deal. Look at what I told you about Benzino with the song, with Three Down. They had a smash hit. I'm telling you, that shit I wrote for them, that Mami Chula, a hit for little kids back then. It didn't go through. Even though it was Benzino, that situation, and that happened. But it's always something. It's always something, man. You know what I'm saying? And my work that I put in is there. It's not like you can't go back and access it. It's there. It's there. It's just never been put on Front Street or made. But remember, I got in the game like that with the Off the Books. So I didn't even know I was gonna get in that song. I got 8 bars, and look, they put they love behind it. That song was it, and look what it did. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's been missing with me. That's the missing link with my shit, my situations. They didn't make a project of the shit that I'm incorporating myself and whoever else I'm doing the song with. We never made a project of it and take it like put that business strategy behind it like we used to do back in the days. That's all.
What do you think of Joe getting booed on stage in Chicago? You think that was real? Because they were saying that somebody added the booing and stuff.
It sounded a little bit like IG. I don't know. It sounded a little bit like that, but I was happy too. I was like this, laughing because I think Lord Jamar predicted that. You know what I'm saying? He kind of predicted that shit when he said, yo, he might get booed at the next show he does. And then that shit happened. I was like this, oh shit. But then I'm listening and it's like, okay, is it real? Is it not? I don't care. I took it like, you know what? You got booed. Fuck you. But you got
either
booed
way,
before.
It was backlash.
You got booed before, like in other places. You just, they Joe was a master of gassing. Like he had that much props. That's another thing he's good at, gassing people up like he's bigger than who he really is. So it worked through the year, but he really had weight behind in the business side because of the power that Punk gave him and what we gave him in the business aspect of the game.
It's interesting though because he hasn't really responded too much to the backlash besides like posting some pictures and stuff and like little low key stuff flicking off the camera like he like stunting flexing.
No. We all could tell he's hiding. He's definitely hiding. He went to deep waters and he's playing volleyball with the dolphins in the trench, in the Mariana Trench. That's where he's at. He's over there trying to find Nemo by himself right now. But he is going through some, his father died, so
his brother,
brother, damn, yeah. I mean, listen, like he said, it's the art of war, right? It's the art of war. That's why he was fast to say that. The little interview he did. So he says that. So it is the art of war. I'm talking about business. Saying personal life is different. Like I said, my condolences to the family about his father. Like I said, I liked him. Even Angel, I told you I liked. So he's the only beluga I hated. And I don't even hate him. I hate the fact that he doesn't say the truth. He doesn't stand on business like where we come from, and he lost some morals that he gassed us up that he had. He lied. So he's a liar. That's what I don't like and I hate.
Let me ask you this, okay? So you said that you understand where 50 is coming from with the Irv Gotti situation. That Irv Gotti passes away. He posts a picture of him saying, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack," or like even he posted another one too before that. He was saying that, damn, I really wanted him to see my new shows or listen to my new music, something like that, right?
I mean, that's the only way he could show his emotions.
But do you understand that because he feels like Gotti had something to do with him getting shot and everything?
Gotti blocked
right.
him. Gotti said it. Gotti came out and said it himself that he blocked him. See, I would respect Joe if he did what Gotti did. Gotti was way more of a straight up dude than Joe could ever be. You know, so at least Gotti said it. And Gotti understood that he's his enemy. Gotti said, yo, I tried to block him in every avenue. And I think it's my fault that he blew up so big because I blocked him from everybody, so much from everybody that he landed in the hand of Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Right.
So he even said that. Gotti said that it was his fault. So even that is like,
he even gave him props
he
on in the club when he said that. Okay, when he started first listening
to it.
It's
undeniable. Yeah, but that's after the world already told you that's undeniable. Of course, the enemy's always going to be like, yeah, so he got to join the team. He got to join. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was up to him, it'd be like, it could be that dope. He'll be like, that's whack. It could be in front of like the top. Don't invest in this. This is whack. And he know that's the hit. But it's just like the world got out already. So now the world knows it's smash. And you know, come on. That's only real. It's only right.
But
50 got a 50. They tried to, first of all, you hit him with 9 shots, and you're affiliated with that side. Regardless if you didn't.
Well, remember he got stabbed at the hit factory too.
All of that. But the 9 times of death, you saw death already, and God was there and told you it's not your time yet. That's what they told. That's what I think. Definitely, God told a nigga 50, yo, keep doing your thing. And who played the accomplices is trying to stop him and block him throughout his whole career. You know what I'm saying? Try to stab him in the studio and all of that. And you know, and 50 overcame all of that. He had the right partner. Like if I had you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why one time in the Bang Bang Boogie thing, I thought we was really gonna hook up with 50 because our stories was the same in so much ways, but yet, you know, not as crazy as the 9 shots. But yeah, the betrayal and the blocking and then the going over the top to try to stop somebody. When you do that, 50 is the example of what happens. Why people have so much hate and trying to stop his work is because look what he did. As soon as he got on, he blew it up. He took over and he got all the rewards that he deserved. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to material and all that. So he got blessed. You know, and my situation, I feel is the same way. Like my story that they try to hide for so long. My talent, you know, that try to take credit, the enemy, the same people I came up with, those are the ones that try to stop you and, you know, take your accolades away from you and put it on themselves. And it's done in fucking real time. And you see them. Mine is different because I see them, you know, it's not like Irv Gotti ever took anything from 50 and was running with it like it's his. Like this dude is incredible. Like he does this like that. Like, and not just from me, he took it from other artists, from other Terror Squad members. Their gift, their talent, and keeps on. And they keep rewarding them. To me, it's like, wow, this guy's downfall is gonna be ugly. That's what I think.
Let me ask you this though. If Joe were to pass away, would you celebrate the same way that 50 is celebrating?
I'm smoking on that Joe pack, nigga.
I knew you were gonna do that. So you would celebrate. About? You would celebrate.
I ain't celebrating, but I might say that just to troll. Just like a 50.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I won't celebrate. I ain't gonna like to throw a party because nigga died. No, I won't do that. But I might troll. Just like something like the Angie Martinez, even though I wasn't trolling. But I said it at the wrong time. But I wasn't sorry for it. Like I wasn't sorry for it because I know what I meant by it.
Okay, so, wait. Let's not go into that. But
you always catch the giggles when I say that.
I saw because it was so crazy. Okay,
but that's what I'm saying. I didn't do that on purpose, but I did it.
But it was super I'm not gonna funny, take it crazy.
Back. I'm not gonna take it back. It's like, yo,
because people were like, "How you gonna wish somebody well and diss them at the same time?"
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
Because
you was
listen,
crazy for that, man.
I'm not a dude that lies. Like, I respected them.
No. What's even worse about that situation is like people were like,
I said she wanted the Cuban sandwich. That's
no.
I didn't
People were
say
like,
she's over there. She playing soccer with a wheelchair. I didn't say shit like that.
No. People were saying this looks bad. Please take this down. And then you wrote in response, "Love is love," or like just like crazy.
But love is love, though.
No, but you wrote some crazy responses to people. They were like, "Yo, you a piece of shit," blah blah blah. And you just put up the peace fingers or like a heart and stuff like that. You was wilding, bro.
But I was really crazy. Coming from a genuine place. I didn't know that she got into an accident. I really,
oh my God,
didn't do that.
You thought she was just sick?
Huh?
You just thought that she was sick?
I didn't think nothing. I thought it was just. I told you that this dude, my DMs, I got a picture with me and her looking mad happy to each other. Me and my arms around it. She's laughing, and I'm like this with her, and it was mad cute. So I was mocking it. I was like, oh, look at Angie and me. Look, my best friend.
No, but you said get well soon or something like that, though. So you knew she wasn't doing good.
That's afterwards. I didn't do that the first post. First post, I was like, get well soon. My bad. I said something like that. The second one. First one, I was just commenting on the picture. And this is, look how Angie looked. If she wanted the Cuban sandwich at this point. That's what I said.
Oh, my gosh, man.
But I didn't know it was she. You got a fucking crack vertebrae that she
fucking somebody was like, yo, you're tripping. She's hotter than all your baby mamas put together. People were saying crazy stuff. What?
People go, yeah, that shit is lies. Crazy. Back in the day, she was pretty. You know.
But then she turned into the beluga whale number 2.
Right there, yeah. Belugasis.
All right. But to go back, right? Because I saw this interview with Vlad and Whack 100, and they both agreed that 50 is doing what he's supposed to do in saying that.
Exactly. I agree with that. Doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You my enemy in life. You won't be my enemy in death, kid. Niggas, if I'm dying, if I'm dead, there'll be fucking parties. The terror squad would throw a party. Not Joe would be the number one like this. Yes, he's out of my life. Me or Liza, God bless us. Something goes wrong with us. Them niggas, that nigga will be. That's like this. The sweat off his eyebrows.
But what about the honor? What about the honor of not speaking on the dead?
Well, he's speaking on him. He's speaking on me live. I'm speaking on him when he's live. Well, I'm gonna be a fucking hypocrite and not say nothing or how I feel if you ask me. I'm not gonna say I'm happy that he's dead.
Right.
But I'll make a joke because I'm a fucking jokester. I might say something that might describe my feeling or how I'm feeling.
What about the one of these young rappers showed up to his op's funeral to make sure he was dead and took a picture and everything?
Nah, I won't go that far.
You don't want to fight all those terror squad guys. That's gonna be at the funeral.
No, I would like to fight all those terror squad guys. I would love to beat the shit out of them on top of the casket and throw them in there. I would.
Oh, you're gonna be the Undertaker.
Yeah. I'll wake that nigga right back up from him being dead and beat the shit out of him again. That's what I would.
Come on, Q.
No, I don't play that shit like that. I'm not I would tell you what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Would I want him to see him dead? No, I want to see live. I want to see everything you go through. Because you watching me going through it, you don't give two fucks. And because you know, at the end of the day, you're the one that's provoking all of this. And you know it's wrong. You know, you going by lies. And I'm over here telling the truth, and you over there putting pressure on fucking people like for no reason and stop it. Like doing what Irv Gotti did to you know what I'm saying, to 50. Bottom line, the same thing. And it's just like some things that God meant, man. So, you know, I still believe in that. I got God on my side. So, but as far as death, man, I respect death. You know, the soul leaves the body. It was your turn to go. Sometimes, you know, it's premeditated. Sometimes it's just like, you know, it's accidents and all that. But it's when it's your time to go, you go. I don't got an evil heart. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely, I'll send my prayers up. You know what I'm saying? Now, would I make a joke because I'm a jokester? I think I would. You know what I'm saying? I think I would. But deep inside, I think 50 is the same way. Nobody that cold, man, unless you're the devil. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we like that energy of the rival. You know what I'm saying? Regardless how disgusting they are, but we want to see the outcome of it.
What do you think about Hassan Campbell? He said that he thinks that Math Hoffa set up Joe.
Probably did. I don't know. The two demons fight. They helping each other. That's what happened. It cancels out sometimes. The two demons, they tripped over their tails and the pitchfork, and they stabbed each other, and fucking they got caught up. That's what happened. Both of them. They deserve
I don't
that
think
shit.
that he set him up. I don't think he set him up.
Definitely, just like Rick Ross set up Big Meech. That's what I think. That's what I think Mav did to Joe.
All right.
Same thing.
What do you think? What do you think of what you say, boss?
Boss.
Triple C's.
Yo, but Rick Ross is a business guy. Yo, for him to just go to the next post, be like, yeah, it's off. It's off. The party's off. Go to the office, and then never after that post another post. To fucking and he got a broken arm too, a broken shoulder. Something happened to him. So I don't know, but yeah, so, you know, that's a slimy part of business. Like this guys like that, they use you, but there's something, and you know, they don't got no real attachment to you, no love to you. Like I see the 50 Cent, like yo, 50 went out his way to put your son through acting school, man. You know, he was personal with your family. He showed you, know, he met your family.
2 years of acting school and everything like that. It was
2
crazy.
years of acting school, and then, you know, just communicating with your family, making sure they're good, give them more than $5 million, you know, regardless. Like,
but who better to be the one in charge of your show, too? Because you see the success of Power and everything. Like, he was straight through the roof, right?
And what's better than coming out to some real money, legit money, and changing your life and teaching about, you know, now you go with the energy of, you know, let me make my wrongs right. Now, let me school these kids up not to go the same path.
But it's so weird though, the picture that they took together when he first came out, right?
Yeah, seriousness.
Because I was talking to Lou, and Lou was saying that the look on Meech's face, he said the look on Meech's face looks like something is off, like he's not really happy to be next to 50 right there.
That looked like jealousy to me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they look like jealous, like you know, why would you have a face like? Well, you know, sometimes you just have a tired face, but I don't believe in coincidence. That face looked like yeah, it's not that much respect here. He's just doing it because, you know, he probably found out about the contract 50 got. 50 got certain type of millions that he didn't get, and they living off his life. But that's selfish shit. That's like selfish shit that you going through in your own, and you could tell. You know what I'm saying?
But it was already weird between him and his family because remember the brother was taking pictures with Rick Ross prior to that even. And then next thing you know, you start taking pictures with Ross too.
I think his brother apologized though.
But man, and 50's like, he's relentless. He released the text messages from Lil Meech, and Lil Meech was like, yo, my dad just needed some money and stuff like that. It's just like, bro, like.
You can't. 50 is used to war. 50, that's the way you gotta feel. That's the way you gotta react when you at war. Especially when you got the truth by you. When you got the truth by you, that's what I said. Like, you know, I don't need no money. I only need $1 in my pocket. Send off these rockets. Because I know that these rockets one rocket is going to blow up your whole fucking thing because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You walk with the truth. We genuinely try to help you.
Right.
He generally, you know what I'm saying? Like he did it with no malice, even though it looks like a little malicious now. Because he always knew he was like supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a snitch. Like he was dealing with Tammy. So Tammy knew the whole thing. So 50 definitely.
Yeah. So then now there's going to be a documentary from Tammy's perspective with, she supposedly has like video recordings, text message, all types of stuff that reveals this, which is nuts, right?
That's the meaning of I made you. Now I'm gonna play you.
Right. Yeah.
That's the meaning of that.
That's crazy though, man. And it's
and then you go back in the days, like 50 knew, you know what I'm saying? Like the bad boy camp, you know. You got Wolf. Remember Wolf? BMF who did that to Wolf. So Wolf was the real one. I was rocking with Wolf. Me and Wolf, you know, we had a little relationship on real nigga shit.
Right.
Always had love. Like I told you about when we went to, you know, I used to go to the Puff Daddy's parties and shit. I used to rock with Wolf in them parties. They used to have a little conversation. I remember when Wolf pressed Joe one time. Wolf pressed Joe at it.
Whoa, wait. Before we go into that, okay, because you jumping ahead.
Well, I'm going down memory lane now. You know me.
Yeah. All right. So But 50's been giving a lot of YouTubers light. You see that with the Zip? He's been posting up Zip like multiple different clips and stuff. Zip is
And even
his stock is
Hassan.
going up.
And even
What?
Hassan, but Hassan is going.
Yeah, I know.
Hassan is going the other way with him though. He's like, I don't need you, 50. I don't need permission from you, 50. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is a fuck.
He's saying that 50's goons is threatening him in the DM.
Yeah, that so to say. So to say, if they really are, Hassan has always been himself too. You know, you can't take that away from him. Then you know he knows what he's doing. He's another one that takes pride on really when he goes to war, fighting anybody, going against anybody, is the big dogs. So Hassan is another one like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He always said that. He said, I don't take pride in fuck with the little pups. He fucks with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? When it's war is war. And he always talked that. So, you know, he's taking that attitude with this one too. He don't need permission for 50 and all of that. And 50's just being sarcastic with it. You know, he's giving them love, but it's like,
right.
you're pushing it a little bit, homie. You're going crazy, you know, but
what do you think about people saying that this is all promotion really for BMF?
If it is,
it's a ploy.
If it is the greatest promotion, it's like Papoose and Remy. You think it's a setup at the end of the day to get back together and
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that. It's like, no, I think it went too far in this one.
Yeah, because especially when you start throwing the snitch thing around.
Yeah, you don't play with those things.
Yeah, you don't play with that jacket.
And you could tell inside of Meech's shit that he got 2 sealed cases. Sealed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you do your paperwork, it's sealed cases. Sealed. We heard that word before. Sealed.
Yeah, with someone else we know.
With the beluga, it's the seals in the fucking oceans. Sealed cases. When I found out about that paperwork, it was 2 sealed cases also. So now we're going to get to know about the seal situation. I'm not going to ever hit that back. I let other people do that. But when you revisit that one, you're going to understand, because I want to know definitely what the fuck is behind those seals, documents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no apologies from nobody either, because I want to take credit for that. But at the end of the day, just know, I stood 10 toes down and been rocking, with the G code that I grew up with, and I'm still loyal to it.
All right, let's go into the whole situation you was talking about. Wolf checked Fat Joe. What happened?
Yeah, it was one. It was in
Wolf is Diddy's bodyguard.
Game. Puff's bodyguard at the time.
Yeah, the one that got involved in the shootout too with Shine at Club New York.
That one, and the guy that got in the shootout in Atlanta club with Meech in him, and Meech got hit in the ass. He had to go to the hospital.
Oh,
you didn't know about that, but yeah, they got in the shootout. Saying something happened. I guess I was listening to Gene, and Gene was saying, Gene Dill, shout out to him. And he was saying that Puff was throwing that in Wolf's face since he owed Wolf some money. He owed Wolf like $300,000, and then he started hanging out with BMF. Puffy did, and then Puffy had told Wolf, "Yo, I ain't gonna meet me and you like that because you ain't gonna protect me like BMF is gonna support." Like throwing the gasoline in there. And I think Wolf went to a club out there one day, and something happened with a girl. He was with his man. It was Wolf and his boy, and it was a BMF party. And then he got into an argument with somebody there, I think with Meech or somebody. So we went outside. He started letting off shots. Wolf let off. Wolf gun game was crazy. He was that dude for real. He wasn't just a bodyguard. He was one of those dudes. So he started letting off shots, and then BMF, they had so many people, they started letting off shots at him. So they caught him, and they caught and his boy too. So they killed Wolf out there. But before that, it was a situation of Joe's new album. Remember, Joe was putting pressure. I told you he tried to run up on Puffy one day in front of the studio and try to press him about the song. Yo, when you gonna do the song, whatever. So then after that, it was a time that we was in I think it was a Knicks game. And we was just there watching the game, and I was just sitting next to Joe and Flex. And out of nowhere, we sitting and watching the game, and I seen somebody that jumping over the bleachers, because we by the bleachers, jumping over the bleachers, trying to get like we was at. And we had like 6, 7 people with us, 6, 7 terror squad niggas. And I seen like Flex get nervous. So he got nervous, and he sat up behind me. But like this, right? And Joe was there, like right here. But I had space, right? So I'm over here watching. I'm like this. I seen this nigga Wolf jumping, sat right next to Joe. I was like this. What's up, yo? You good? And Joe was like, nah, everything good. Whatever. Try to say something. And Flex was just like this. Flex was one of them niggas. Like he's like that, but he'll pop off. But he just was like extra nervous. So that's when I seen the power of what, of what Wolf was really about. Like, saying, to scare these niggas like that. Joe was shook. He was like, nah,
Wolf
everything.
had that much, he had that aura that was really...
He had that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's when I seen it for real. And I was like, and then where he was coming, because it was like 2 bleachers up from me. So I'm like this, watching. And he's talking to, he's like this, man, relaxed. And he's talking to Joe like, you good, man? What's going on with that? What's up with your boy? And he was like, nah, everything good. Joe was like, everything good. So he was like, all right, he talked for a little bit. And he hit Joe on the shoulder. And he was like, all right, man, you be good, man. And he went like this to me. He said, what up, Q? And he went down. He went back down where he was at. I was like, oh. But after that, before that, we was already cool, but I didn't know that situation was going to happen. That shit happened. I was like, well, these niggas is shook at this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, like I told you, I went to, Diddy parties, and me and him used to kick it all the time. Just chill, drink, talk to bitches. So
Wait, but did you talk to Joe and Flex about that situation after?
I was like, what happened? It was like, nah, don't worry about it. They just kind of did that. Yeah, you got it.
So Wolf was the one that was in the bathroom with you and Diddy, though, right? When you told the story about what happened with Joe in the cut?
Yeah.
Wow.
You understand? So that's the relationship me and Wolf had. And then I found out that he got killed out there. So, everybody felt a certain way. Wolf was a good nigga. That I knew, what I knew, was a good dude and a real one. And, God bless his soul, man. And, he had to his life got taken that day. But it was a real situation. It was real things happened, around his life. But you could see how the background, like even Diddy, like putting that gas into it, that led that had to happen. Then
how could Diddy turn on him like that, though, bro? Like, that's crazy.
But in his mind, it's not really turning, just instigating, putting you in a situation. They're like maybe what he did to Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, let's go to LA anyway. And he know he shouldn't be in LA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, gas and shit, like instigators that get other people hurt. And that's the kind of characteristic I painted, after that, I painted Diddy like to be. Like these dudes. Like Joe is another one like that. Joe's another one that gas up somebody that don't know better to do something that they're not supposed to be doing and get themselves hurt. You know what I'm saying? For his benefit. That's what these type of niggas do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I seen it from first person. I saw it in Joe. I heard it from, that's how, Diddy, because Gene told it. So I see this is a kind of character that these dudes, when they're in these positions, that's what they become. They become like little bitches, like nah, this, that, like that, and they know what they got the real ones in the string almost. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they playing.
So they're doing the puppet dance and stuff, and it's entertaining to them.
Yeah, that or they just want to get rid of you. They want you to get in a situation to get away from you. So they just know how to do that. The innocent way to do it is to do things like put people against each other. That's what they do.
Let me ask you this about Gene. Some people say that they think that he lies a lot. Like he's not keeping it real in all these stories about Diddy and stuff.
No, he keeps it. Well, I know he's been solid. Been solid since I told you, like since the beginning, since we met him. I met him in '93. And he kept the solid, the most solid ever in that situation.
No, but what I'm saying though is that you watch his videos, right? You think he's telling the truth about everything?
I think he goes into. I think he goes into just he's the country bumpkin a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got that country accent. He's still the old the old soul, old country kind of way of expressing himself. But he's been about his business. His reputation always been solid with bodyguard, except that of course even the Biggie situation. But remember, he wasn't bodyguarding Biggie at the time. He was bodyguarding Diddy. So he did his job with Diddy, man. But I'm sure that he had a closer bond with Biggie, and he feels that's probably why he retired from bodyguard, because of that. And he did the right thing, because that would hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't protect one of his clients or somebody that was his friend, and they happened in front of him. That shit must hurt. He doesn't talk about that too much. But I think he's solid when he talks. Sometimes he speculates. Sometimes I could see it. Sometimes he goes a little bit like he's just adding shit on. But most of the time, I say 90% of the time, he's on point with what he says. He's about what he says.
What do you think about Joe identifying as black and saying that Latinos are black?
100%. Us Latinos, yeah. You see me, I got melanin.
Well, okay, wait. Is it black or is it African? Because
I'm Cuban.
Black is an American thing.
Well, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans,
African ancestry.
Jamaicans, yeah, we got that color tone to it. It comes from Africa. It comes to the Canary Islands. You know, we mixed up with that. We got Spaniard, we got the Indian, we got African. Some African, the African in some of us is a little more telling than the Spaniard part and the Indian part. You know, me, you can see, I'm Indian black. You see, I got the black and the Indian in me. You know what I'm saying? Spaniard.
Well, because black and African is different, though, because even Africans look down on black people, though.
Well, we're talking about colorism. I'm talking about black universally. If you're talking about, like nationalism, whether black Americans or black Africans, then of course that's the culture. The contrast of the cultures is there. You know, we brought up different in different languages, and African culture is different than Black American culture.
Right.
So it's different, but it's still, when it comes to being black, we're talking about being black. You know what I'm saying? That to me more is a beautiful. It should be united, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not, because it's the culture difference. It's traditions. It's the way we were brought up. You know, the location.
So you agree with Joe that Latinos are black?
I think Latinos, but it depends. Like I said, Joe could say that, but he do far from black shit than anybody. If anything, you know what I'm saying? That he's whiter than the whitest white man. His mentality is white supremacist. His mentality is what I'm talking about. You know, you could call that shit levels of society where he's rich now. He acts like a straight up, a master from the white people clan. Instead when he was coming up, he thought he was black. He was hanging out with the black people. He was doing what black people did. We was eating what black people ate. But now you get to a certain level and you got this kind of money. Now you're too good for black people. So what kind of black are you? You sell out? Yeah, you might be the Uncle Tom. Yes. So, he can't say that statement and make me believe it. I know I'm black. Pun knew he was black. You know what I'm saying? But along with him being Pun was Boricua, Puerto Rican, but he was black. You know what I'm saying? We accept it whether we're in the good or in the bad. With the struggle, now when we up, and now we forget about being black or the struggle of the black people. We black all the way through. And we stand up for black American, African rights. We do that. I do that naturally. That's part of me. We part of them in my eyes and what they taught me. So, but am I Cuban? 100% Cuban. Latino? I'm 100% Latino. You know what I'm saying? So we all of that. And at the end of the day, we are all each other. We are human, man. We're human. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you get to the classism when that money and that material get there. And, you take, you taking from the black people now, from the hood, you're taking that, I got to shine brighter than you. I'm just because I got more jewels than you, more money than you, I'm better than you. That's not where we come from. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that, we used to do as kids, just to snap on each other. But that's not the type of message we're trying to, get out to the kids nowadays, especially after you 50 and better. So you still got that on you. Talking about you floss on niggas with a mink on it. Yeah, I'm this and that. Come on, that's little dumb idiot, bum nigga shit. And, he got the nerve to call the people broken and all of his extra names. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Well, because he's been on record a lot of times saying that blacks and Latinos are the same, not almost the same.
For his agenda, for his agenda. Now you ask, what's his agenda? Now you go into business and you can tell exactly what his agenda is. Yeah, we're all black. Until you got to vote, then you register as white. We got to, you're black until, when you're around, other white people, you don't be using that nigga word like that. But, you get on other shit, you using the nigga word, putting in, like you black. Like, yo, dogs, you're more educated than that. You got too much money to be talking like that. You got a bigger example to be actually, be out here putting out to the young kids than that. So you try to tell me all of this time since you was like 18 in the rap game, we was using that word and all of this, and we was doing all those shit that got us in trouble and saying acting a certain way, like just an example when he's talking about to TA when he was in whatever what's that shit
Dubai.
What was that? Dubai. He's in Dubai and said, "Yo, pick up your pants. You're looking like a street bum, whatever." And he told TA, "You got the nerve. You got the nerve. They called you ass crack Joey. You said you got your name crack from you showing your ass. Now you over here embarrassing your friend, your hype man that works with you and your crew." For whatever, the Dubai Prince stuff, whatever, you try to put them down and you putting them down to something that they used to snap and you got your name from, but now he's lower than you because he's doing, that's disgusting. That's so hypocrite. And that's just a false human being to me. That's a fake dude, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in nothing. I go deeper than just what one thing that he might say or he might state about something. I go deep into the character of the man, of who he is, because I know I know him. I really know him, and I know the bad part of him is what it is. It's most scary. I know what he's capable of doing, and even back in the days, it was
okay. All right, Cuban. What about this argument that people always say? Right? He said this too. You knew me 20-something years ago. How can you still know me?
Because you're still stealing. You're still using people's talent and robbing them on paper. You're still gassing yourself to be one thing, but in the backfield, you're another. You're still being a false idol. You still want to be a wannabe. You're still projecting things and acting like the scum of the earth, talking about, I got guns in a car, talking about the FBA. Like, if people are going to do this to you, like, you're 55, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not going to, first of all, you're not going to hold no gun in your hand because you never did with me. So I guarantee you didn't change that part about you, that you became gangster. You're going to start popping off now. No, but you are going to gas up the other, crew members that you got to do something for you that, later on they're going to regret. So you still haven't changed. You're still that piece of shit from Building 1000, that embarrasses your friends and want to show off when there's a lot of people around. And you think that your shit don't stink when your shit smell worse than the fucking deadest beluga ever in the world to ever be smelled. So,
Wait. Because there were times.
In the words of Charlie Rock, we know you, little Joey.
No, but on the live with Benzino, you said that he held it down sometimes. Joe held it down.
In the beginning, yeah. Yeah.
But you said that he never held a gun in front of you? Like he wouldn't?
No. Pass the gun. That situation when Gene Dill handed off some fucking artillery to us. That nigga, I picked up the first one, but I picked it up. The second one was going to him, but Stace grabbed it. He was like this, no. And then during that ride back, I'm looking at him like this. I have my Tupac bandana on. I threw it like this, and I'm like this. I'm a rookie at the time. We didn't know each other. First time we ever went out with him, really on the show. But he already know us from flipping from the block. So he knows that we about stuff. We about that. We got fire in our blood because we brand new. He knows he could use us. So he's like this, acting like he's innocent. He's a sucker, my nigga. I looked in that boy's eyes.
Are you ever going to tell that story?
No, you got to tell it. You got to be a man.
All right. What do you think of Raheem from the Furious Five saying that Joe called black people some monkeys?
Believe it. But he does. He's one of those dudes.
So you believe that story about the girl, the Puerto Rican video
Fat
girl?
Joe is a honky honk, white, fluorescent. Couldn't be brighter than this goddamn light. This is how bright he is.
Come
So what
on,
are you
man.
talking about? Like, where he's black at? You're lucky the black people accepted you. You know what I'm saying? And he earned his props back in the days. Yeah, he got his name up, from fighting and all of that. But at the end of the day, don't ever make me think that he thinks that he's black in his own mind. That's just a political statement that he uses to get by and acts like he's part of the hip hop culture. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
So
At
you
the end
weren't
of the day,
surprised?
when he sits around and all that with acting like he's so big, eating the shrimp and lobsters with the king of Dubai, I'm sure in the world that he's not saying he's black because he looks exactly like the white elephant that he is. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he acts like, and is it by coincidence or is it by by just law that, even the Spanish Latino rappers, they all like it, right? You got the Joe that when Pun was fair skinned, but you know what I'm saying, Pun was, he stood where he was, he knew he was black and he said it. But you got
Well, he was
guys
more
like
tan,
Joe.
though. He was a little more tan.
Yeah, he's a little more tan. He definitely got
Yeah.
more melatonin in his, in his,
Yeah.
in his, in his skin. You know what I'm saying? And me, of course, you already see where I'm at. Not saying that I'm fully black, but I got that Indian in me. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. So my dark skin. But you got Joe, top of the business ladder. You got Pitbull, top of the business ladder. All these, are they getting selected because of their skin and this racism in this hip hop game? At the end of the day, when we get to that level, I think it is, man. I think it is.
Colorism?
Of course, it's definitely colorism. Now, when it comes to hip hop and everything, of course, you got the black community that, accept their own like that. And they know they're black, but we in the middle, like. So it's like, who's going to help guys like us, like the Spanish, even though the head speakers for us is like guys like Joe, that we put in power and all that, but they take the more business approach later on and they become gatekeepers. And now it's like, oh, they're the ones in power. Why they got to be all white like that? Like, so I don't know, man. Some invisible
So you weren't
racism.
surprised? You weren't surprised when Raheem said what he did?
Hell no. I believed them 100,000%. But he talk about, yo, you trying to go with the monkeys. Yeah, he said that. He said that. I seen him do that before and to other people. I seen that happening when there's girls, some Spanish girls, they're like black folk. You know what I'm saying? They're like the black dudes. Regardless.
Wait. What are you talking about? You heard him say that before
I'm
to
not
those
gonna,
girls?
I heard him do the same exact shit. But I can't pinpoint the time when, but it's so many times that it was like I'm used to that type of shit from him. That type of shit. And that could be from jealousy. Just jealousy that the girl don't like him. So he'll use anything. He'll use anything. If the guy could, you know what I'm saying? If he's black, he's gonna use you like the monkey, but you don't want to be with the real life. Making the guilt tripping the girl to like him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll use that. He'll use that. You know what I'm saying? Another dude could be over there with a chain and he'll be like, oh, you want him because he got a chain on, right? Because, but look at my chain, look at my chain. Like he'll downplay whoever. And that's one of his tactics. He'll use race, he'll use money, he'll use whatever. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the women to get what he wants with the girls, you know what I'm saying? And he don't want to just accept that, yo, the dude might not have as much, like more money than you, but she likes him. So he'll
because it's kind of similar to the Veronica situation, right? Where that you told about where Veronica's man was black and he kind of like didn't like him and he had an issue and they jumped him and everything.
Jumped him, yeah. He jumped him. He was liking Veronica at that time. That was Jelly Bean Benitez. That was his record label. All our records. She was the first artist, Veronica. And yeah, that's what it was.
So at that time though, you're not thinking like, damn, this dude is a straight up racist. I don't want to be affiliated with him. Because that's what a lot of people are criticizing you for.
The bond was deep. The bond is deep, man. Like I said, we come from criminals. Like the terror squad, shit we come from, the blocks we come from in the Bronx, we come with all of those defaults to us. You know what I'm saying? Like Pun was crazy. You see what Pun, Pun's crazy too in his own way. You know what I'm saying? Pun is beautiful in many ways, but Pun was a nut. I'm crazy in my own way. And not saying it's the same crazy but we accepted people because we from the same neighborhood. We rep with the same, we definitely get the repping the Latino blood in us. We repping our block. We repping the legacy of hip hop, the actual culture. We trying to be up there with the top, black, foundational black artists that made it to get respect like they gotten throughout the years to be accepted by them. So we took people with flaws, man. They took us. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, he wasn't going over there talking about. You know what's funny? Did I ever tell you the story? Nah, that's another story. When they get pun the whip. I told you that story.
No.
They did a Source magazine, not a Source magazine. It was like Vibe or somebody, and there was Pun's first photo shoot, and his name is the Punisher. Right, the Punisher. That was he started on. It was first magazine. They did a big photo shoot in Loud Records, the offices. They had a studio where they had green room and all that. So we go there, and we ate first time ever. We ate a fucking weed cake. They had a fucking whole weed cake, a cake made out of weed, brownies, right? Brownies.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We ate a whole brownie. I ate a brownie. This nigga ate a brownie, and Booby, the boxer, he ate a brownie. That just started hitting us. Our eyes went chinky. Like, straight up Asian, right? I'm over here like this. We start gigging, right? We already had the tickles in our stomach, and we catch laughing attacks. The lady comes. She's Chinese. The girl who's going to take the photo shoot, Chinese lady. She didn't know too much English. So she come, Panisha. It's like, yeah. We look at each other. Pun already, one look at us, we fucking just balling up, laughing, whatever. So we already looking at him like, what the fuck is this, right? High as fuck from a brownie. She said, okay. She goes back to her fucking, like the toolbox, when she had a box back there. She comes back with a fucking whip. A fucking whip. For real. Like, Indiana Jones whip. Gives it to Bud. He said, body chop. Bud looked at us. He said, we looked at this nigga being booby. We started just screaming. Yo, we laughed for like 30 minutes. Everybody's looking at us like we crazy. Like, what the fuck? Steve Rifkin had to come in and be like, what's the problem? Yo, we was laughing so hard because like, how you gonna do this? How you gonna give Pun a whip? He's Spanish, right? Because at the end of the day, we know we Latino, but you got a whip in his, because his name is Punisher, so like Punish, I guess. She thought it was to punish, with the whip. But out in this game, that shit don't work. Like, this is a black game. This is a black culture. You won't give a Spanish nigga a whip like he black. He whipping black folk. Like, are you fucking nuts? You understand? So the whole metaphor was crazy, and we couldn't believe that this was happening because we was weeded up with the cake. Oh my God, that was an experience. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, situations like that, if you don't get caught, if you don't pay attention. Like Pun, of course, said, "Yo, get this fucking whip away from me. We're not doing this." You know what I'm saying? So we had to change the whole theme of it. But that was a funny ass story, man. I still remember that. But we was talking about that, right? What were we talking about? I lost.
No, you're talking about Joe and the racist thing about
Okay, so
accepting
that's the racist, the little funny part that happened in the game. But Joe has that in him. Joe has now you could call it classism. He thinks he's better than you because he got more money than you. He got bigger jewels than you. He's one of those competition, I guess you call it, if you want to be nice. He's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Remember just the kid from the school, they used to just front like he was, like the wannabe dudes, even though he used to be that dude, like, still fight with integrity and fight with a crew that's solid. But he turned into, the opposite of that. And money made him that way because he worshiped that money. You know what I'm saying? So now he's getting the actual perception of the people that he's putting out. That's the perception he's putting out, that he is this culture vulture, that he is using other people all the time. He used all his artists, all their talents, take credit for their works, use other talent inside the game that are already on to put his brand up and use them. So he's constantly using instead of creating and inventing. So what else but a culture vulture? You know what I'm saying? And then he gives no credits or no props to the actual ones who made him, to the ones who let him in the game. So that's the image he's been portraying out there. It's only right if you call it for what it is.
This is a good segue. What do you think of what Diamond D said about Joe and Latinos in hip hop?
He said the truth. He said the truth. He said the truth. You know what I'm saying?
He said black people created it. Latinos were was
The
there
first,
participating.
yeah, was there, 100% true. I believe that. There's facts and there's proof to support that. You know what I'm saying? Through the archives. And even common sense. Like I said, common sense to me, being a Latino, and in the way I was, in my story, I was embraced by black folk. And my story relates, even though it was 1984, you go back 10, 15 years from there, I could see that happening. I could see how that happening. I could see, by just being inside the black culture, and learning about it and seeing the qualities of their music. You know what I'm saying? And even from R&B to disco, and you know, to even jazz, and all that for all form of music. How could it derive from that? We could get, and of course the street element of young rebel kids, saying, inventing things at that time. I could see it. Not saying that, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, especially, no, they definitely added it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There was the first students, but they even half Cuban and half Puerto Ricans. It was, that was heavy in the Bronx back then. I didn't even know that. But there's some half Cuban, half Puerto Rican people that that helped out the culture. You know what I'm saying? When Latinos entered it, that they made a mark on it, and they pushed the culture forward. So, and all I'm saying, all they want, might just say who invented it. Like, just give them the props for creating it. I'm sure they're gonna go turn around, because that's how it goes, man. You give props, you get props. You give respect, you get respect. You give it, you get it. So it's what you're giving them, and you're coming out here trying to act like and trying to bogart something that's not yours. You have to get called out for it. You have to get called out for it. I think the archives already stated, even Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Chase even said, that it was my black African people, my black American, foundational brothers that started it. We took it and we moved on with it because they welcomed us in. That's it. Just say that. I guarantee black people was like, yo, Puerto Ricans, they was right there next to us. Dumb niggas did this, crazy legs did that. I'm sure that love and the credits will come back uh, like waterfalls. It will be just, saying, back and forth love. And that's how it started. That's how it should be going on. But when you start trying to throw some extra, Fat Joe grease in the mix, you know what I'm saying? Now that it became a business this big, and you want to take credit. So now the foundation, you want to be down with the council, and then you want to have your own part of your whole thing so you can run the whole Latino thing. You was never good at a gatekeeping. You see what you did as gatekeeping. You suck, brother. You took all the props for yourself. You took your own teams, all their merits, and you put them on you so you could shine only. And you block the rest of the Latinos, because there's mad nice Latinos in the Bronx out here still doing their thing and wish they could get a shot. But you got guys like gatekeepers like that, and countless others gatekeepers, because they're all working together. And you see the, New York music is not being, out there like it was once. When they was out, New York was ruling. New York, and then LA, they had their shot. And that's how hip hop is anyway. It goes to different regions. South had it. So, you know what I'm saying? But you see how we never got it back, because you see all these gatekeepers, they blocking it. So they could be the ones on top only when it comes to the business. That money flow starts coming. Who got more to say? Those guys do. The gatekeepers that we put there. The industry let get in there too. Because, they're all together when it comes to that business world. And, they're used to doing business with each other and blowing each other and 69 in each other. That's what they do. And they don't let nobody in unless you get your finger popped,
It's interesting, though, because Diamond D said, he didn't like defend Joe necessarily, but he didn't shit on him either.
Kept it real. Yeah, he kept it real, but that's okay. That was the true statement. That was original. I respect that, what he said. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do it to Melle Mel. He said
But,
what it was.
they also asked him about DITC, and he said that, he wished that they stayed together or they did more.
They feel a certain way. I was there. I remember when I was there. Joe was shunning them a little bit. When we had our own terror squad, and we was really on top. We was doing triz. We was out there getting that love. Like, Joe never brung with us. I would think it would be like a more of a family thing because we always had love, like Diamond D, Showbiz, AG, all of them. I was there with them in studios, and I invited them to many places. They was happy for me when I was coming up. Like I said, Showbiz was mad happy for me when I was, you know what I'm saying, like starting my career and everything. He used to ask Joe, yo, what's up with Q? So we had that relationship, but for some reason, Joe never let them integrate too much with like us, the Terror Squad, and work together like that. With me, he was working. Buck Wild came to my session. Showbiz came, show me beats. You know, we was doing things together. But it was on Joe's timing, and it was more on that.
That's a good point,
like,
right? Because it's like, why wouldn't you want to incorporate this elite team of producers and artists already with the team that you're building, though?
Yep.
And it looks really bad now in retrospect that you left the black team that put you on and all of a sudden just went to the Latino team that you really wanted to build.
I always felt that DITC felt away because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe didn't show that love back after they let him in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Joe in the block, he had a rep too. He had a sort of a reputation that, you know, sort of like the DITC kind of was scared of him. You know what I'm saying? He had the fear in that, so he was really holding the chips and the control of what moves to make. But, you know, you leave a guy like that to make his own moves, and what the world would expect, especially the hip hop world, was to unite that, be the bridge between that. Even though Pun did songs with DITC, I did songs with some DITC, but we did it like separately. Should have been so close because we from right there. We from the same block. We literally from the same block, and we got stories to share together more than we could tell. You know what I'm saying? We come from the same hood. So that would have been, you know, that was Joe's doing. Purposely. And it could have been something like they had that little rival when they was coming up. Like, you know.
But he's still taking pictures with Diamond D.
Brighter. You know how, huh?
He's still taking pictures with Diamond D, so they seem like they still cool, though.
Yeah. I heard stories too. Joe used to tell us stories about Diamond D. I ain't gonna say nothing. But
okay.
He used to tell us stories. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's been too long, but he used to tell us stories. Only one Joe, to tell you the truth, have respect for was Showbiz. That's the only one he really had respect for. Everybody else, he had a story about.
What about Big L?
Big L came from Harlem, so he came like a extended version of DITC. But he had love for him, but he didn't think too much of him. When he was out there, he didn't think like he was gonna be that man. Like he was that, you know. He didn't think that either. But he liked Big L. I seen him up post today. He said, "Rest in peace. I miss you so much." Of his page. I seen it in the YouTube. And I was like, he could have helped Big L way more. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we was popping with Pun and all that, we went triple platinum. We never put nobody from DITC on. You never brought them to our world. We was telling them, bring them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pun had nothing but love for Big L. I had nothing but love for Big L. That's my dude. He used to chill with me and Pun all the time, spitting rhymes. So, you know, like I said, he was gatekeeping that too.
Dang, you guys didn't work with Big L at all, huh?
Definitely on tour buses or on shows or on the block. Definitely, we have countless memories of us doing freestyles in the bus.
No, but I mean, no collaborations though. No songs together.
No.
Wow.
And you figure that's something for Joe, that's supposed to be the leader, to make things happen. You know, that's how he is, man. He keeps everything for himself. Whatever he did a song with, but that's on the DITC album. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a song with Milano. Shout out to Milano. He's part of the DIC coming up. We did a song. I forgot the name of it. Ooh, donna, donna, donna. Milano was dope too. That was Showbiz artist, new artist. And I did a song with him. It made the album and all that, but it should have been a little more tighter. And you know, Joe was like that selfish with his juice that he was getting. How big he was getting. Like I told you, he didn't want Angie to be part of us.
Right.
Because he was just so protective of the Terror Squad. It's my brand, my Daffy Ducking it. You know what I'm saying? And can't blame him. Sometimes you can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that I thought I should have listened to his ass too, like giving that juice out. And other niggas don't even respect it and they betray you later. So sometimes he's
But
right.
I thought Angie wanted your juice.
Huh?
I thought Angie wanted your juice.
No, not that part. I'm talking about other people. Other people, like
No, I know.
I gave love to my side when it came to my side, the De Niro, Baloney's of the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Corleones, the people that I met later, and I embraced them, and you know what I'm saying, the Figueroas, and I gave that love to. That should never be reciprocated to me. You know what I'm saying? The fucking Eve. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was supposed to do the clothing line with me. I gave him half of my shit there. And he wasn't nobody really, nobody. He was going to be my designer. But I was still man enough and real enough to give him half and 20% of Joe. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit didn't go through. That deal didn't go through. But he see my intentions. Like when they got up, what happened? Oh, hey, Cuban now. They're with that nigga over there. Forget fuck Cubans. They joined the team of keeping Cuban down. Instead of remember, yo, that nigga Q let me in his house, my nigga. Like, he gave me his fucking heart, nigga. He gave me everything, whatever I needed. It was there for me. They don't remember that. So I feel Joe in that aspect of, damn, I should have been a little more selfish with that, with letting people in suit and letting them use me like that.
What do you think of Joe saying he stepped down from hosting the BET Awards? You think that that's true, or you think he got fired?
I think it was a choice on his own. I think he tried to be smart, and he tried to be gracious enough to give it to the next. He had it for 3 years. He said it. Yeah, he almost, he almost gave it up. That he was doing it because of his own merit, not because somebody's forcing him. But I think that was a smart move to do. Because I think people, it would have been a good look for him. They would have probably booed him. You know what I'm saying? From outside.
Wow, so you really do think that he did that on his own? You don't think that they like put some pressure on him because?
No, I didn't get a letterhead from BT and say, "Yo, we let Joe go." I need to see that. Fuck that. I need to see BT say that. I don't need to hear that nigga say that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. They know how to play the game. They're veteran. Joe's a veteran. He knows how to play the game. He knows when to get out and get in. Pause. Slow your roll, Cuban.
What about Joe saying he's the best rapper right now and he needs his flowers? He said that on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. That's self-explanatory. See, that's what happened when the FBA attacked them and brought all that shit back. They brought me out. They brought the old Leviathan out the fucking bottom of the Kraken. I'm the Kraken. He's the crack. I'm the Kraken. I'm the one that got locked up at the bottom of the sea. They opened up, the FBA opened up the gates. And when I came out with the story again, even though me and you was already telling the story a year before.
Right.
But I came in with again saying, you motherfucker, you this, da. And all the, you know what I'm saying, the ghost writing that they did for you, because I'm sure that y'all gotta believe me. I ain't lying, right? Lord Jamar even says it. People, they know. These are things that have been known inside the industry, but they were scared to say it. And you hear it from me, you think I'm hating. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm hating. I'm hating because I'm blowing up a spot. But I'm telling you the truth. I'm blowing up a spot. Yeah, nigga, he ain't a real artist. He's not a real MC. So how could he get that award or get that merit from the people when they know you get ghostwriters?
It's funny that interview that Benzino did when he spoke about the FBA. The guy that's interviewing him was all like talking to him about Joe being racist, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw some of his old friends say something about it." And you know who he's talking about. He just didn't say your name.
Macho.
What?
Oh, Macho was really racist. Like
no. But he said that I saw some of Joe's old friends talking about him being racist. And it's like, he didn't say your name, but that's who he's talking about, though. He's talking about you coming out and talking
he was
about
really talking about, he probably saw that with the Smooth.
Yeah, probably some of that
Smooth.
too. But
Smooth, and then he told me back Smooth up. So that was a real situation, though.
Right.
Like, I didn't call Joe a racist like that. I knew, he got his little fucking scenes that he does. Where he calls, black people out their name. I was there. He does the Moyo shit. He does the Cocolo shit. But once again, we brought up around criminal element. Niggas be getting mad and they say shit like that. That don't mean they're really, really racist, but they're racist. You know what I mean? They're racist. Now, there's levels to racism. You know what I'm saying? It's those ones that, do it deliberately in front of them. Like, hey, all this shit. And they catch attacks like Karens and they do things like that. But there's other ones like, they be, they feel that, they call Spanish people, the Germans, or they call, I remember, Punch said that. Nigga called me a German, I had to bust them open. That was real. I was there. That was the tunnel. And that was, a real situation. It's another story for another time, but that's a story I never told either. But nigga called him a German, he had to bust him open, bust him out. That's it. And it's nothing but true. And we did that in front of all black people. And the black people, they knew that that dude was wrong, and they let it happen because they had to let it happen. Because we had to set that straight. So that was an important situation that, gained us definitely respect. That we don't play along with that. Like, German, what you call me a German? Like, we didn't even know that word at the time. And I guess that was a jail thing. The Germans, they stick together and all that, but that's disrespectful. Like, I don't know what to call. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Just like probably when, a black person feels that the N-word is disrespectful. So we have to give that respect. That's what it is. That respect has to be there. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I respect the FBA when they say, yo, not everybody want to hear that word like that, especially in podiums like that, when they get millions of views and it's everywhere. You got a big pale whale beluga talking like this. They don't know Fat Joe from being from the Bronx. He was raised with black people. Now everybody see it like that. They see like, who's this white guy using that word like that so freely? So he has to be on point with that. I know he wants to be down, like he acts like he's still from Forest Projects and he grew up with all the black people and all black people know who he is and they cool with that. But he's supposed to be more of a professional, more of an idol to most people, to kids, an example to them, to know that. And he couldn't even apologize. That's even more disgusting. If you don't even want to apologize on that angle right there, that he could see himself being wrong, he don't even want to do that. That's a disgusting individual.
So Math was on Vlad TV and said Joe was not addressing the FBA, but a group of people that associate themselves with the FBA that handle things in an ignorant and ostracizing way. And he feels bad for Fat Joe and things weren't conveyed in the proper way.
Those are the little minions. The little minions that he got them in, he wrapped up in Joe's world. That feel like, he got to save him. Let me save him. Please, let me save him. Because he probably feels guilty that he put him in that situation. So he got to go all out his way. I understand Matt trying to save maybe a little things there and there. But other people, like, well, that's when they all come out. You know what I'm saying? That they show you the unity of these Beluganati, how they stick together, how they stay in power because now they come out the woodworks to help one of theirs. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I blame Joe for a lot of things, but I also blame the council of the hip hop, guys that are out there and the way they get down with each other. You can see the puppies, like, these are elite groups. They're saying when you get to the puppy level, when you get to the Jay-Z level, but you see the secrecy and how they manipulate the power and how they selfish with themselves. They keep it around the same thing. And that's what they try to do. And, that's why the status of the hip hop culture and the hip hop music is the way it is. That's why there's no OGs no more that are really admirable, that really teach something, that really stand for something that they live, not just talking, they walk it, and the young people could believe them and really follow their lead. It's none like that. Everybody's that's up there, they already been sold out. They sold their souls, and that's the message they're sending out. And you can see it. That's what's beautiful now. We can see it at least. Before we couldn't see it. I used to tell you about it, but it was hard to even believe me. You can see it now. At least you can see it.
So Math said that Dame Dash got him on the phone with Tariq Nasheed, and Tariq said he doesn't have a problem with Math, and Math said he had no idea what the FBA was at the time of the interview. He empathized with Joe dealing with the type of comments that
they all knew what the FBA was.
Yeah, you think
That's
so?
why Math was laughing before he asked that question. Math was ready, like, like he knew. He knew who these people were. He knew what he stood for. He knew it. They both knew it. It's just like, they wanted to make a shocking moment. They wanted to go viral. Hello, are you viral now? So they went viral.
Well, he empathized with Joe, saying that, Joe's receiving crazy comments and Math himself is receiving ones like, go back to your island.
Go back. Get the fuck out of here.
One thing, though, I do think Math made a good point about was that hip hop brought unity and allies with other races. But he's saying these comments that people are making are basically ruining that unity. And he questioned, "What are you doing?" and said he would never understand that.
Who? Math?
Yeah, he says that he doesn't understand why these comments are being made because it's like destroying the unity in hip hop.
Yeah. So punching other rappers in the face in a battle, they're supposed to be rapping, but you're messing up events.
Come on, how many years ago was
It
that
doesn't
though?
matter. These are people that come from that cloth. That's why we got respect for you and think of you in a certain way that you solid. Like at least you fought, you do your thing, you're a tough guy. Now you're acting like a punk pussy when you're up here. Things you did in the past, now you acting like asking questions. Why do it happen to me? Why does this the world has to be this cruel? This is what they're saying. Like the victim role. Like get the fuck out of here. You know that you're not this person right here. We can see it through you. You're a manipulator. You got in the game. You know how to do your game because you like gloating when you're on top. You was over there talking about, I got million subscribers. This and Hassan, this and all the lower tier YouTubers. You was shitting on them from top. You went to the fucking the URL event with your sheepskin shitting on everybody like you bigger than them. So what's up, homie? Now that your money's going down, your brand is fucking up because you put your foot in your ass. Now you acting like you're the victim. Come on, homie. Stop, man. Take your medicine like a man. Open up and swallow. That's it.
So Math and Vlad were saying they believe that Tariq Nasheed has figured out a way to use this angle of FBA and corner the market and attract other people that are disgruntled in the same way. And it's similar to Umar Johnson with Pan-Africanism. This is not what I'm
Nah, it's
saying,
not the
I
same
believe.
thing. It's
This is
not the
what
same
they're
thing.
saying, right?
I think Umar Johnson is a little more manipulative and more of a user than Tyreek. Tyreek is really standing on something and he's not lying about it. He's being straight up forth with it. He's being pompous with it. He's being very happy that his lineage come from the slaves who built this country. You know what I'm saying? Other people used to take that and be like, I'm not no slave. They want to run away from that subject. No, he's embracing that. He's embracing the fact that he's American because his predecessors and his bloodline, his family, his family tree comes from those black Americans that really suffered and built by the hand of white supremacy this country, help build it and help make way for other the colors of people coming into America. So
What do you think about people saying that FBA is racist, though?
I think you get to a point that it could be racist. I don't want to say that they're always fighting back and defending themselves. I think Tyreek definitely provokes it. I think it's funny as fuck when he does it because he does it in a setup way to really. But he gets to the facts and he tells them exactly like why he's doing this and why he's saying this. But his choice of language, the snaps that he uses, very demeaning, but fucking hilarious. Very hilarious. Very hilarious. And some deserve it. Some I think I see most that deserve it with him. I think he baits them in, because then they say what they say, and and he sticks up for that for his lineage. He sticks up for FBA, and he makes sense. He makes sense.
So Math said that in New York, they don't fight for the
Exclusivity.
exclusivity. Yeah, sorry. The exclusivity of the N word. And he's all about giving it out to everyone, Latinos, Asians, white people, as long as it's used in the right context. He said it's like a badge of honor for the struggles of poverty and urban neighborhoods. And it doesn't hit the same as people in the South that hear it from racists.
Who
What
said
do you
that?
think about that?
Who said that?
Math.
Math, get the fuck back to Jamaica. That's what the fuck Math should do.
Why?
And I love Jamaicans. I love Jamaica. Because if he's thinking that way, he's not taking into consideration the blood that was spilled. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I'm an immigrant, for real. But I know Black history. I think we all know Black history. We got taught in public schools. We know what it is. We seen footages before the internet. We knew what it was. We seen the suffering of Black people. We seen the abuse that they went through by white supremacy. That word was attached to that. If you don't got no compassion for that, dogs, after you old already, I said when we're young, yeah. And when we use it, yeah, we from New York. We know what we mean. I get caught up still with that word. But you already know that I feel this way, though. When there's a line that's drawn in the sand and be like somebody feels a certain way because that word means that much to them, and you see the terrorism, you see the wars, you see the abuse, and you see the meaning of that word means. And him being somebody that's in a position that he's in, controlling a podcast that views out to millions of people with that kind of mindset and that kind of fucking advice you give people, it's no way I could say you're coming from the right place with that.
Well, do you think that nobody should use the word?
I think it's a bad fuck. It's like smoking. I told you, like smoking cigarettes is the worst for me anyway. For me, I know this shit is bad and I do it. I think it's a bad habit and I'm trying to stop. And you know, and yeah, we're old a little bit now, and we like you can't trick, you can't show an old dog new tricks, stuff like that. Yeah, applies, but you know when we really get in a podium where we, you know, we're gonna have a think tank and we have smart people around us and put me in there, you put math in there. I think if we say real historical facts and we go back to the timeline of that word to what we did for, yeah, it was positive what we did here with getting the cultures together and using that word because Black folks, of course, let us use it, first of all. It's not like we're doing it against their will. They wanted to do it because they promoted it with us and they considered us brothers and sisters and we did it back to them. And that was the thing that was done here in New York. But we got to be also considerate that that word carries that history with it. And it's also, there's 49 other states, you know what I mean? That didn't go through the transformation we went through in New York with it. So we have to, you know what I'm saying, be a little smarter than that. And imagine you trying to really vindicate or try to validify that word, the N word. Like, no, we're going to make that word right. That don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? That don't even sound right, especially for me. You know, somebody might consider me Black, even though I might consider myself Black, but some people don't. So it makes you look crazy. Like math, your lineage goes to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. It's British Columbia is the ones who took over that. That's England. It's not the same as U.S. So you know when FBA Tariq breaks it down that way, it makes perfect sense. But
what do you think of? Sorry, go ahead.
We all humans. We make mistakes, and we all can learn from each other when we sit down and talk.
Right. What do you think about Math saying he's considering quitting the podcast game?
Listen, man. I got what advice I got for man? Advice, listen. Just make that blog and apologize to me, man. Just say apologize, man. Yo. I didn't make no fake paperwork on Joe. Just say that. Like, say that. That's all I ever wanted. I liked Mav before all of that, man.
No, but he's saying that he believes he's one of the best rappers in the world, that he has what it takes to make a really great album.
Like every other rapper, I think he got skills. I don't think, you know what I'm saying?
But do you rock with his music like that? Because I know you watch his show, right?
I like some of his new music. I don't pump it in my thumb. I hear it when his show comes on, when I used to listen.
I know, but people going crazy in the comments.
I don't think he got nothing that crossed over, you know what I'm saying? Like, crossed over ever to the real hip hop side, where people are like, this, yo, that new math shit is banging. I don't think he's that. I think he got the potential to make it happen. I think he does. I think, I think he's a good addition to the hip hop culture. I thought that was. But when I see he was moving the way the Beluga's moving, stop backing up, saying like false things and doing narratives behind the scenes that affects other rappers. And you got a podium, you got yourself in a position. Now you got a chance. And not to say everybody, I'm not saying that, but the ones that are real honey, that kept it 100 in the hip hop culture, like myself, that you're supposed to have respect for the talent and the actual physicality of how I went through this game and my story without putting no taint on it or taking sides on it. I mean, that would have been the right right route for you, that I believe that he could have went. But instead he attached himself to a beluga that was dirty. And, and now he owes the beluga forever, he said, I'm forever indebted to him. So
I think they got a diss track on you.
They would never. I don't think they would say my name. They know what I'm about. As far as lyrically, they know I will eat all the asses up. They know that. You know what I'm saying? Don't if you diss me, don't try to say, oh yeah, I have to put the fire in Cuban so he could show you. You didn't help me. You didn't help me. So don't try to put me in a bad situation for me to come out Superman. I did that many times. But at the end of the day, the skills that I possess, I got to show the world still, and I still love this hip hop shit, but. Me with the pen and pad, ain't nobody fucking with me, man.
That's crazy though. People in the comments of his videos though, they always say, "Yo, this is crazy how you put your music's first 2 minutes of each video and the last 2 minutes of each video." People be like saying like, "Oh, you just hit the skip button for 6 times and then you get to the beginning of the video of when the interview starts." They get mad. People be getting mad about his music, bro.
Listen, man. I don't want to applaud nobody's downfall. Except maybe the belugas.
Right.
Maybe. That's because, I'm against that. So they applauded. If they're applauding his downfalls because they're applauding my uprise, which was with the truth. It's the only reason I applaud that situation. But as far as math, man, I like the show. I like this shit.
Yeah, that's why I think that it would be a mistake for him to quit his podcast.
Yo, quit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. He already showed me it was fake, so quit. Unless you apologize to everything that you did wrong. In my situation, with the whole shit, with the paperwork, trying to make me look crazy with Nori, the baloney smoker too, drunk as fuck.
I'm talking about a personal mistake for him. I don't think it'd be a good move for him to quit.
He stuck his foot in his mouth. That's what happened. They both little demons got together, him and Joe, and they fucked each other up. They did. They headbutted each other, and the FBA saw it. And, they tried to do the whole snapping on the wrong person. So they disrespected the whole lineage. And now they gotta suffer. You know what I'm saying? I suffered for nothing. I just stood up for the right thing and I did my own thing on the right way and everything. I suffered though. I had people blackball me and everybody got word around without me knowing that this whole shit was, everybody's against me on a low, like I'm the fucking black, ugly duckling. So I took it, right? I took it. Now, if you're a real one and you can survive that, and you got talented enough, and you got ideas like that, that's gonna, be good for the culture, and they're gonna enjoy it. Then keep on with your creativity. Shut the fuck up, because you did the other word you asked for. Creativity, right? Creativity, right?
Right.
Creativity. Okay. Yo, so, if you're talented like that, it's going to show. It's going to show. If you got away with words, you still get, people to come to your spot and you could interview them. Be like you, a real journalist for once. You know what I'm saying? Panda chop. Look, started with nothing. Had a story, one fucking little story. You know what I'm saying? Ugly duckling, the ugly link at the time.
Ugly link.
He interviewed a real individual, real artist. I gave him the real stories. He put me in the journey of his questionnaires that he asked me to write questions in a professional manner. Added with the friendship, with the laughter, with the comedy, with the seriousness, and with the revolution part of it. You know what I'm saying? About trying to really do something positive for the culture and what was wrong with the culture. And we just dissected it with just my story. And then we went and, we just still doing our things. But as far as journalism work, these people that are in these positions of high value that are out there with millions of fucking subscribers, you got to look back at a guy like a Panda, like, you know what I'm saying, like a real journalist. They could tell you take this work seriously. You work and you do this because you love it. You want a change. You do volunteer work in your community. You're a person of positive. You want positive things to come out, and you're looking to fix things instead of break things, and to unite instead of divide. Because even in our situations, you asked me about Joe. It's not like you out here just bashing Joe. It's just questions that I'm sure that you feel like personally, like, yo, word, Joe, why you did this? Why you didn't do that? And you just putting that together in your podcast, and you ask questions and you rep me because I'm battle tested. You already seen what I'm about. And you know, so we don't have to be day ones or nothing, but you seen with my honor, my integrity, and you know, my truth stance. You proved it. You went against everybody. You're already on your own, on the low. That's the best because you're from grassroots. So you already proved that. I don't need to prove nothing else unless I change on you, like the fucking beluga later, and I start doing that. Or you change on me, but I doubt that will happen. You know, so I doubt that will happen because, you know, at the end of the day, we got nothing to gain but good shit from this. And we respect the roots of it. And that's all it is, man. That's God sent to me. You know what I'm saying? I thank you, brother. Like I always did. You know, so I feel you one of the, not just because you close to me and you're my friend. I'm telling you, you're one of the real journalists that, you know, lasted the fucking journalists that are out here. Because everybody's else sold out. They have, you know, of course, money. But even when it's money, like
Last of the Johikans.
last the journalist, yeah,
Journalicans.
journalist, yeah, journalist. But yeah, man. So you know, and I'm sure we're making a lot of noise. You know, regardless how many props they want to give us, you know, I'm sure you get your little black belt still because you always back me up in certain things, and you do it in a sophisticated, respectable, honorable way. It's not like you out there just throwing my name. You know what I tell you is true because you've seen it, and I pride in giving you that truth because I want to guide you with anything, not to get caught up in what I've been caught up. You know what I'm saying? So that's we could, you know, say help each other. But you're dope ass journalist, man, and everybody sees it. Everybody that always comments on like my stuff, you know what I'm saying? They always got a lot of respect for you, and you know, they have to because you earned it. It's not like, you know, I gave you everything. You know what I'm saying? Just because I was the name brand, I was the Cuban Link, the artist, and you came out of nowhere with no name and I made you. No, it's never like that with me, and I always treated you with yo, dogs, you have a niche for journalism, and it's like you went to college for this shit or something. And it's proven, you know what I'm saying? It's proven, man. You're dope at what you're doing. I appreciate you.
I will say though that I think that having your cosign gives the street guys more of a willingness to give me a chance though, to hear me out and like, you know what I mean? Because like they respect you so much.
But
They respect you so much.
you got the best. But you got the best of both worlds. I think the streets give you a lot of props because you first of all you linked up with me,
Right.
so that's the extra. Like you going against the whole odds. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as they could say they hate Cuban and they could bash me, they love me. They know I'm about the truth. And they know my situation, how blackballed I've been. So for somebody to come like you, the professionalism you expose, and then you add it with me, and we tell a story the way we do it, and we got that chemistry with each other, and we're doing it the way we're doing it, moving forward. I think the game inside the hip hop culture respects you. You know what I'm saying? Because your professionalism. You know what I'm saying? So they see that. And I'm sure we're making a great 16 chapel for the future, for the rest of the.
I knew you were telling the truth from the very first interview that we did because you speak with this conviction. Like, you know how like when they say Tupac rapped, he had this conviction of like he made you believe that he really believed what he was saying.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like
but they got some good actors out here. They got some
you
great
felt
ones.
yeah, but you felt like what he was saying. So like when I remember when I first interviewed you the first time, I was like, I don't think this guy is lying at all. He seemed too convinced by what he's saying.
But before that, you was getting that I was a liar.
Yeah, from all the fans.
Right,
From all
right.
the fans, they was like, yo, Cuban talk about Joe in every single interview. Why would this guy move on with his life and yada yada and all that stuff? And I was like, yeah, he do talk about Joe a lot, huh? In all these interviews. I was like, you know,
What up?
and
It's
then
just some
finally
dramatical shit. Like, look what happened to Puffy after all these years, man.
right.
That's the main topic of conversation is Puffy. It's about Jay-Z now playing with girls that was underage. It's about R. Kelly after all these years getting locked up. It's about fucking, Meech after 27 years, 20 years in jail coming out. Now he's in a former. Oh my God. Like all these stories, there's 20 years to our era. I'm just one of those stories. The fucking realest stories that was never told. really, and giving that publicity. If you go back into the DVDs, even they got the beef series, the beef DVDs. You see, they didn't even add me there with me and Joe, and our beef has been one of the realest beefs after the Tupac shit. With big
street beef too.
Street beef. They didn't even add us. Why? Well,
and they love to talk about street beef in hip hop because then they have more to talk about with the actual stories, right?
Exactly. So I already know the enemy's job all these years was to make them forget about me. You know what I mean?
If you're going to talk about the little shooting at Hot 97 between Game and 50's security or whatever, like, how can you not talk about the situation with you and Joe?
Hell yeah. Me and Joe, and even other shit. Like I said, stories, like real stories in Miami. How can I be down? In the Connecticut shit, this nigga just tripped and said that shit. But the Connecticut shit with the Terminator, those are real stories. I was the main shit on that. Like,
right.
Like there's a lot of situations that I could go into. But it's like, it's like this fat dude got them shaking in their boots, man. Like the dudes that are the ones that make things move up there, And it should be easier nowadays, There's a lot of people say, "Oh, but nowadays it's easy. All you gotta do is no, it's not that easy. You still gotta get that marketing plan right. You still gotta move with the right people. You get in bed with the right people that's gonna push the product. That's not gonna play games on the top, and be connected to anybody that's gonna try to hurt your brand. So it's a lot of things. You still gotta get in, you still gotta make the right moves. And it's not like I'm a fucking millionaire, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even with all the millions in the world, you still gotta rock with the right crew. And they'll jerk you. These dudes, you pay them to do a job, and they'll get you caught up in litigations and do the bad job for you, and you have to take them to court. I don't do all that shit. I'm still with the street mentality a little bit. So yeah, it's been hard because of that. But I believe in the music, man. I believe in the people. I believe in my motives and the reason why I'm doing this still. So it is what it is, man. We got a beautiful story to tell still, man. Like I said, man, ain't nobody gonna tell you a story better about Terror Squad than Cuban Link, boy. Because I'm gonna keep it 1,000, and I'm gonna give the right credit where the right credit is due for the beginning, without making me the star of the show. Without me making the star of the show. I'm a star of the show, but I'm not the star of the show. I believe we all were stars of the show. And that's what Joe doesn't want to put out. Like, he wants to be the only star of the show. And that's why it looks bad for him.
What happened between you and Busta Rhymes?
Why you gotta bring that shit up? I thought it was over, you fuck. Busta Rhymes just turned out to be a dude that the industry dude. Like industry rapper, and me and him had a relationship. Me, him, Split Star, the whole, Rod Digger, the whole crew, the whole crew. We really got close where we rock with each other. Busta is a character. Busta always, what I'm saying, he was extra happy to see me whenever he saw us.
You guys never did a song together though?
No. He did a song with Pun though. When he did the Pun joint, I was there and everything. So we had mad love for Busta. But Busta knows the story. Busta was the dude that I went and asked him for a little bit of advice. He gave me advice on things. Even when I was splitting up with the Terror Squad, I felt a certain way that Joe was acting. And, I went to him for advice. He was like, nah, stay with the crew, man. Stay with the crew, you know what I'm saying? He gave me that advice, and I was like, this is good looking. I went to Coogee Rap also. Coogee Rap was like, yo, Q, do what you got to do, man. You got to move on. You got to keep moving. You got to move. Mary J. Blige told me, what I'm saying, yo, Q, you got a bigger lifespan and everything. I see it. Like, she wants astronomical shit. You got to keep it moving. People that are supposed to be your friends are not your friends. She told me that shit before anything happened, Jimmy's. So, what I'm saying? So I got a lot of, advice from people that were somebody in the game and people that were close to me. What I'm saying? That I was close to.
Wait, the Busta Rhymes advice though, where he said stay with the crew, that was before Jimmy's?
Yeah. All of these. So
you were already feeling some type of way about leaving.
All of these devices was before Jimmy. So those are the people I went to. When I was around them, that shit was in my mind. Like, yo, this nigga Joe acting funny. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? He's doing this, he's doing that. Shit was in my head. I was just acting advice. You know what I'm saying? What would they do if there was me? You know what I'm saying? As far as like, as a young MC coming up and being around these dudes, they got experience on me. I was asking for advice. So those were certain advice that he, told me. So Busta just said that, but he always kept it funky with me, always close with me, fuck around with me, play games, you know what I'm saying? Like play with me or some cool shit. And when we seen each other, Split Star, we used to see them in the Latin quarters, in China Club. We used to always rock out, just have fun. And I consider him part of my family. So that shit happened with Joe. After all that shit happened, I remember I went to Busta. I got my MOB deal, and I seen him in the MOB show. No, in the House of Blues. In the back, I went through the back because I told the security, yo,
L.A.
in LA, yeah, right there. So he was performing, and I was in the background. I seen him, like I could see the stage. I mean, I could see him. I'm in the stage, but I'm in the back with the curtains, and he was performing. The crowd was in front of him going crazy. Spliff was there. So I told Spliff, tell my man, this is the first time I seen him. I want to show him that love, like on the low. I didn't want him to bring me out or nothing. I just wanted, so he came, like he finished doing the song. He went to get some water and he saw me. And I was like, what's up, boss? I just came and said, what's up, my nigga? I'm going to be out. And I went like that. He was like, he did the old fast shit like this to me. Like he was too caught up in like he gave me a vibe there. Like I'm a regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular dude. Like he was like trying to hurry me up. Like, hey, cool. He did that to me. So I'm thinking, oh, you know what? He's caught up with the show. You know what I'm saying? I told Artie was with me at the time, the CEO for MOB. And I said, let's go. He's busy, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of embarrassing. Like, I thought he was going to give me that love. Like, yo, Kill, what up, man? You good? I heard you got cut, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure I was good. But he just did that shit to me. So I was like, okay. I felt a certain kind of way. 3 days, I mean, like 3 years later after that. No, then I seen that. After that, I start seeing the conglomerate, which is his crew and everybody. They start doing things with Joe and them. Then I start making sense to me, right? Start making sense. No, matter of fact, no. That's later. After that, I see him probably like a year later. A year later, I see him in Sue's Rendezvous. And he goes, Cuban! He starts doing like a big, I'm just passing through the VIP, but there's a lot of people there. So he's coming, and he see me, Cuban Link, the general. And he starts doing this general shit to me, bow down, kisses my hand, and I'm like, a little bit like thrown off, like, yo, okay, my nigga, yeah, my brother, I give him the love. I say, yo, give me a number, because I'm going to be out anyway, because I got to do something else, because he was coming in. So I said, yeah, of course, general here, man, just call me anytime. Cool. Gives me the number. Next thing you know, start the bang bang boogie shit up. And it's my song. I think S1, Hocus. We was all at my son's house. Either my son's house. I think it was Mike's house. And we was talking about people we could get for the album. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I know Busta. I just see that nigga in shoes. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. No. Yeah, that's what happened. I was in my son's house and we talking. And I'm like, I'm gonna call him right now, see if he does a song with us, so we can get that love, because we messing with Black Tone from Puff Daddy's security team at the time. You know what I'm saying? So he got us on on Billboard magazine. So he was asking for special guests. I say, oh, maybe Busta do it. So I called him up there. So he didn't know who I was, right? Because I thought he locked my number down. So he said, who's this? So I was like, this Cuban, brother, what's up? He like paused for a minute. He was like, all right, Cuban, let me call you back. So he did that shit to me. Like, cool. I told the brothers, I was like, yo, man, I don't know. He said he called me back. It sounded funny, though. So I called him back like 20 minutes later. Yo, my brother was good, man. You didn't call me back. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Q, man, I'm going to have to call you back. You know, my security guards, my boy's son just got kidnapped. And we looking for him. We got the cops telling me all the story shit. And I'm like, God damn, I called this nigga at this time. What kind of coincidence is this? That he hits me with this shit that now out of nowhere. I said, all right, my brother, just call me back when you got a little time. And I'm telling the guys this. I say, yo, these niggas just told me that somebody kidnapped his brother's, his friend's kid in his school, and they're looking for him, and out of nowhere. And they started laughing because like, this nigga's bullshit, right? Something's bullshit. Whatever. He said, I'll call you right back. So I hit him up like maybe 3 hours after that. to find out if anything's right with his kid, whatever, right? From my phone. He doesn't pick up. I call him again, but I block my phone number. He picks up. Yo, what's up, my brother? I'm just calling you back. You said he was gonna call. Yo, Q, man, I'm going through some shit right now. I said, my brother, listen, I understand that, but just, listen to me. I'm only calling you back to check up on you. How you doing? I didn't want to even do nothing. Just said what's up to my brother Buster. So for back in the days that we used to chill. He used to, yeah, but it's this, that's what I'm saying though, my nigga. Listen, all I'm calling is everything good with the kid that you said got kidnapped and all of that? Yeah, whatever. I was like, yeah, but don't make it seem like I'm calling you for anything, my brother. I'm just calling you on humble shit. Say, what's up? He's like, and so I left it like that, right? So then I get home later, and this nigga calls me back, and he hits me back, and I'm like, and I go, what's up, baby? He was like, yo, what's up, Q, man? What do you think? I got to lie to you or something? I got to lie to you or something? I said, nigga, I say you lying, man. I'm just trying to tell you, it's not for all that. I just called you to be on some good shit, positive back in the day shit, and you hit me with mad shit. Like, I don't understand that. You just see me in shoes. You said what's up, on some love shit, so I'm hitting you back. He said, yeah, but man, it's not like that. Do I got a problem with Cuban, though? Do I got a problem with Cuban? Wow, like maybe he was on drugs in my head, I'm thinking. Do I got a problem with Cuban Link, though? Like, I said, brother, what are you talking about? I said, you want a problem with me? Like, it turned into that. I said, you want a problem with me? I said, I don't want a problem, but is it a problem, though? Is it a problem? Because you're making me feel a certain way. And I'm like, hey, yo, Buster, man, go get the fuck out of here, man. I love you. Get out. Bye. I told him just like that. That shit had my mind going crazy. Like, then, I think I seen it in the same, within those 2 weeks, I seen him hanging out with Joe, with Nori. They was doing a lot of things together. If you remember that at that time. So I seen it. It made sense now. Yo, this nigga's made really Busta Rhymes feel a certain way about me when he had no feelings amongst each other, but good shit back in the days. And I thought our relationship was on that, personal shit that he could give me advice or whatever. We throw each other food. If, you know what I'm saying? If we got maybe if he could, throw me a little bone here and there, I'll throw him a little bone, whatever. Friendship shit. Okay. Yeah. I told him, you know what? Like, I figured out you either crazy, you're trying to go beyond yourself to lie to me. I could tell you're nervous and all that. I said, you know what? You're either going crazy, you fucking high on drugs, or even saying that type of shit, invite me. So I was like, you know what? Yo, Buster, get the fuck out of here. I love you. Get the fuck out. Bye. And I just hung up on him. Because I just dismissed it like, damn, you're going through all of this. Like, you gave me your number. Like, what the fuck you give me your number for? You know what I'm saying? So I already knew. And then I seen him in I think doing videos. I think I seen him in BET with Buster. They was really getting tight at the time with like the Nori and Joe. And they was rocking with that clique because I already put one and one together. I was like, all right, I know what it is. So I left it alone. And then later on I see him. I go to the Hit Factory. Not the Hit Factory. Where Pac got robbed at.
Oh, damn.
And I knew that place
man,
too.
What is it? Quad Studios.
Not the Hit Factory. Quad Studios. I go to Quad Studios, right? I go with the sick one. This nigga Gilly's nephew, he started rapping and he invited me there. So I went. I met this, I was going in LA. I go over there. I met his nephew. It was dope. They got some beats. Me, Gilly, and the sick one. I think, was it Gilly? I know I went with the sick one. He was there. I think Gilly was there too. But we just vibing on his nephew shit. So I'm over here like, oh, this is Quad Studios. This is with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I used to always go there. So then now I say, yo, I'm going downstairs. I'm going to get something to eat because I was hungry. You know what I'm saying? And I knew the strip club downstairs. There was a strip club that was right there. I forgot what it's called.
Guy, man.
But I used to go there with Pun and all that. So I always like going, I like just going to memory lane. I get on the elevator and guess what's in the elevator?
Oh my God.
The Busta Bus. On the elevator by himself. Now me and him in the elevator like this. And I'm looking at him like this. He's like this. Tall dude, he tall. So he like, I look good. So I smack him in the stomach. Yo, what's up, nigga? He go, what's up, Cuban? Like, you know, all cool and shit, but like this dude, like with a sad, depressed face. So I slapped him in the stomach. I said, what's up, my brother? What's going on, man? And he had a belly at the time. Say nothing, man. Over here working, you know, with that face. I remember that face they had, like when they do this. It's that like prospect face, that Tony Sunshine face.
Right.
I remember that expression, like they don't want to really rock with you, but they feel sorry. Like, so I was like, no.
So he wasn't scared of you, right? It was just like he felt guilty or something?
Yeah, he just like felt guilty. It wasn't like he was scared, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was just like he was disappointed in him. Like, you know, like going like this. He said, you know, I love you too, man. And he did that and he said, yeah, God, man, be good. And I went back to my session. He went back to his session. That was the last time I ever seen Busta. So, you know, things like that is like, you know, I could tell. I got a third eye for that already. Like I already know. So it's almost like they're being forced. But I don't want to even blame the force that's at making them do this. Because I look at you as a man. Like you're a man. You make your own choices. And, you know, I met you as a regular dude with me. And we had a friendship, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was in the industry, but damn, I politic with you, politic back. I thought you was a real individual. So I don't think nobody could put that on you to hate me. Well, me and you don't got no problems. So once I seen that head down and, you know, like almost sour face, and he's like almost like he can't do nothing about it. So that made me look at him different. Like, oh, these niggas is just puppets. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I didn't know that. I thought, you know, dudes is real, man. Dudes that, you know, but it was like that. That's the only thing. But, you know, we're not personal with him no more than that. I already understood. You know, and that was understood. Some dudes don't choose Joe, but it's just like, yo, be real with it though, man. Don't give me the run around. Don't treat me like something funny about me, and you know, especially when I'm in your face. I know y'all always smiling and giggling, saying love. So you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. The thing is that when I turn around, they doing the I can't stand when, you know, like I can't stand next to them all. They talk the way they talk, and I didn't even know that for a long time. I'm saying, because my respect always come from me seeing you eye to eye. If I see you somewhere, you know, I'm a man.
Do you think that like in the beginning, their initial reaction to you is their real reaction? They're like positive, like, yo, I really do love Cuban.
I think business dictates most everybody there. It's only a few.
No, but I'm saying though, like in the beginning, the way he reacted with you, like that's how he really feels. Then he realized the politics and everything.
There was eyes on him. Remember, we was in shoes and there was eyes on him. So it's other people, you know, he's in the Bronx. He's really in Mount Vernon, but you know, it's like by the Bronx. So he knows I'm from the Bronx. You know, at the end of the day, you know, the streets still the streets. I'm in the streets, and I still hold a presence, and I still got my dudes. I still got my people. So it could have been also that he wants to give me respect, make sure, you know, camouflage anything, you know, at the time, because he had no wins in his mind. Like, you know, let me bow down, let me be courteous, so they don't suspect nothing.
But why he didn't give you a fake number? You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. That's what I said. Like he could have gave me a fake number. You gave me a real one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, he must
like why go through all of this?
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
Why? Maybe he ran my name.
That's why I wonder if that was really his real reaction in the beginning. Then he realized like this is not going to work for me because I'm playing the politics game, and it's better if I don't associate with Cuban.
But you got to ask yourself, damn, is that Cuban Link politics that strong? Am I really that much hated, that much blocked in that game? Now, I had to realize I was. Because for Busta, come on, these guys have got their own situations with different labels on their own. For Busta to be like that, is not to be the fear. It had to be the call, like oh, it's always a call, or the sit down that he had with him. They probably ran my name. Yo, I seen, you know, Q in Sue's last night. You know, he's looking good, whatever. And then with a hold up. You know what I'm saying? Dude already he did the fat joke. It wouldn't be a good idea for you. It wouldn't be a good idea for you to, you know, to mess with him. And, you know, he got also, you know, he got other, you know, the octopus effect, where he got other anklets, other arms out there, other people, the Raouls, you know, the Percys. And, you know, he got people that probably in his ear when they asked him about what's
Remember, Benzino said that Macho was the one that dealt with a lot of stuff too.
Well, only smoking Macho. Exactly. That's why he got kicked out too. You know, and he was the one sweating. The nigga, he used to do shows and he used to wipe Fat Joe sweat off his forehead while on stage. Would give him water and do this to him, licking balls. So, and he's the one I told you that tried to form on me with him, Rich Player, and the JB, Little Dick JB. They try to, when I caught him in Ocean Drive, they try to, do that shit and I chase Joe.
Wait, is JB still with Terror Squad?
I don't know. I know his dick is not nowhere near his fucking nowhere. he definitely, if there was a candidate for dick transplant and enlargement, he should get like they should have a welfare section. Like, you could change your sex. They got that, like, for welfare. Like, he should be the number one, like, as far. Nigga, for real. He's pussy. Anyway, that's a punk nigga, too, that I have no respect for. All of them that try to form on me, especially the rich, the fucking, the macho, to this day. They know what it is. They know what it is, how they turncoat. So, I don't know about them. They're all dropping like flies right now, so I don't even know who's alive or not. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so last question though, right? So I did a second interview with Smooth, and he told of a story where you started choking Tony Sunshine, and you guys had to be separated. And after that,
no, not
Tony
separated.
had called
they
him.
had to separate me. They didn't separate him. Like, it's not.
Yeah, I know, but they had to get you off of him, basically, right?
Yeah, but
okay,
that was just tough love. I ain't gonna front. That was just tough love.
Wait, hold on. But he said after that, Tony called him and said he was afraid of coming around because he didn't want to deal with you beating him up or bullying him, whatever.
Nah, that was a victim bitch. That was who he really was. Like, he was in the middle of the middle. So
but why did you start choking him though?
Because he was hanging out with them and he'd come see me in a minute. And he had.
And you just saw him randomly one day?
The truth about that was that he said something in a magazine. It was the Source magazine, but out of Orlando. It was a little booklet like this. It was like when the magazines were going out of style, they had a little booklet like this. The Source, it was from Orlando. And he did an interview, and him and Booby did an interview, and it was written. And he said that I try to be like 50 Cent. I try to act like I'm 50 Cent. And I'm trying to run with the 50 Cent story, like you know what I'm saying, like
the same way Joe said that.
Yeah. So he said that in that magazine. That's why I was.
What year is this?
It's like 2003, maybe.
No.
2002.
2003?
2002, 2003. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So he said something to that effect. He did the whole, I felt like he betrayed me already. So I got mad at him and I told B I was going to choke him out. I told Uncle B that. And Uncle B was protecting him, saying, yo, please, for me, do it for me. And I was like, I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm just gonna just tough love, my nigga, because he stepped out of bounds right there. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to play the middle. So let me just, and matter of fact, mind your business. That's my little nigga. I got mad like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen him, I was like, oh, you want to talk? So I grabbed him, I choked him. But I didn't.
Wait, where did you see him though?
In front of Pirates Recordings.
He was randomly there one day and you showed up?
He came through. B told him to be there.
Oh, wow.
He told him that I was going to be there, whatever, but he was scared. And I seen him. I said, well, yeah, we acting like I'm scared, you punk ass nigga. Come here. And I did that. And I kind of went a little extra hard with the choke. I made him throw up. But I was like, I'll play with you. But, I did it with the force, with the tough love. The tough love, you know what I'm saying? Just to check up on her. Because, I think it was there when I got stitches. He come to my house. I invite him, Booby in my house. We over here, chilling. That was my nigga. So for him to be saying that, I already seen him slipping. And he had other niggas vouching for him, like, the Drens. Even this move was like, be nice, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And they're looking at me like I'm the bully now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what I'm doing it. B knew, but B wanted us the unity. He always wanted unity. He was the toughest nigga in the world. What was his
reaction when you started choking him?
Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey. The same thing when he got dick
wait, you're like choking him like this with two hands out?
No,
or you put him in the...
This, like this.
Got you. Okay.
Extra, yeah. But like...
Oh, shit. You got the sleeper hold on him.
Like that. Like,
you got the sleeper hold on him.
Like that. But then this too,
yeah.
But with the and let go. You know what I'm saying? Like the extra strip, but then let go. I'm just fucking with you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And he threw up.
Yeah, I thought he was acting, but he was started throwing up. He was like, he was doing extra, the fucking victim role. And I was like, come on, get up. I didn't choke you that hard, man. Stop. He started throwing up a little bit. Oh, my bad.
And then what happened after that?
Right there, we went into the music and we started chilling, talking like regular shit, making it fun, and we laughed. That's all.
So he acted like nothing happened after that.
Just like when Don Starks hit him with the fucking cock 3 times in his face.
Wow.
Like nothing happened. So,
He didn't do the airbender?
No. He was just chilling. We got back into fun times. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure that, that he understood that I know what he was doing. And I thought he was sorry for it. He didn't mean it. Probably somebody forced him, or he got caught up with everybody talking shit about me and he said those things. So, we let it ride. Plus Uncle B was there. He told us too, like, yo, I think it's his brothers. So, and he Uncle B too. So Uncle B was too nice. So Uncle B lent him jewelry. At the end of the day, he lost the jewelry. He never given money back. So Uncle B just had a soft heart for like me, like, like Tony, even Sace. You know what I'm saying? But me, more with me and Tony. He liked Tony a lot. You know what I'm saying? Tony did Uncle B bad. You know what I'm saying? You asked Move about that? About the jewelry?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you should have told him. You should have asked him about that. You know what I'm saying? He fucking, I think he pawned the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Uncle B had to get it out, and then he lent it to him again, and he, something about he never got it back and shit. Uncle B was something like the hardcorest nigga in the world was Uncle B. Killer. But he had a sore spot, you know what I'm saying, for that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember and I used to tell him the truth, but he used to agree with me, but it was just like he always had a sore spot for shit like that, like your family, and he believed in teamwork. And I'm like, what the nigga, this nigga stole from you. He's the traitor. You know what I'm saying? And I have a soft heart for this faggot too. So I'm looking at somebody else that has a soft heart for him. It's making me mad because it's like, I'm supposed to say those things and I'm not saying them, but you are. So it's like, wow, how many chances can we give this kid? And then after that, I told you the how you call it? The Danny Loco situation. They all jumped me and said, Q, just do it for business, please. Beg me. Gilly used all of them, begging me. And I did it, and then what happened? Again, another knife in the back later on. So you understand? So that's why, when I told you that story about Tony with the nonstop cop, it's over. Once I said that story, that line can never be replaced. You could never go back.
Hey, don't give me credit. You told it on another podcast before you told
it
over
I
here.
know,
Okay?
but I'm saying when I already was on that mode, when I was like, oh, this nigga is really my enemy. Like I found out there's no way, there's no more excuses for this dude. It's not no be here to help him. It's not no.
Wait, I remember you did this one video
my man.
by the water.
Yeah, that one too. That was when it was over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Once I went there and I said, you know what? I realized that this dude is just my enemy. He's just my enemy. Before it was like I said, I had a little like believe like, nah, he's getting abused. I remember all the times that, Flex used to scale him, Muggsy used to fucking bully him, and Joe used to do him dirty in tours. So I'm like, maybe he's just in a situation I can't do. He signed to them. He got to work with them. So I'm giving them all those kind of excuses. And they was like, no, this bastard.
So wait, they used to bully him?
Of course they used to bully him, man. Used to be a bully, like Joe and them, and the terror squad, Raul and them niggas, and niggas used to bully Tony, like in the room.
Like what, slap him in the back of the head and stuff, or what?
Yeah, scream on him, push him, down talk to him, just bully him, like mentally and physically.
Wow.
And I used to be the one sticking up for his ass, like, they touching him.
That's sad, bro.
Yeah. He's not sad no more. No, I used to think that. Then that's when I found out he's really, this bitch ass nigga is a bitch. He's a traitor. He acts like that. He could put up a front like that. But he likes to get beat up. He likes to get dick sucked his ass, get slapped with cocks. He loves that. You have to treat him like that for him to respect you. That's when I knew that. And that's what okay, you know what? Now it's all gloves is off, and it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
did Booby say anything about you in the interview?
Booby, he kind of, he ad-libbed him. I was mad at Booby because of that. And that's why I put him on Booby. That's what I said in the letter. I said, Booby. He said, you know who's with him? Booby, you know who. When I said that in the letter.
Right. Yeah, that's
right. Like I'm already disappointed at Booby. Like, you're a baloney too, extra too. Like, how can they gas you to feel a certain way about me, Booby? You from Punch Side. You know me before fucking music. Me, you, and Pun was a trio. How can they? But that's when they had him. That's when they had him with boxing. So he was caught up too with the fucking, the fame and all that dumb shit. And that's the problem.
Isn't he Pun's favorite cousin?
Yeah. So, that got me mad with Booby too. But then, now you ask Booby, he'll tell you the truth now. Because he had to go through his own shit too to see you kind of be, bitch ass niggas these niggas was.
Wait, you talk to Booby now?
Oh, when I ever see him, I got no problem with Booby, man. I still got love for Booby. You know what I'm saying? But we had to realize though on his own. Like he know.
How do you know that he realized on his own? Did you talk to him?
I talked to him online and shit like that. I've seen him in
okay.
in P.O.'s funeral. I seen him. In P.O.'s funeral, I seen him too. So, Booby was somebody else.
Because I know he followed me on Instagram.
Yeah.
He probably watch our stuff.
But he's seen it. He went through his own thing. He's seen how Joe left him when, he took a loss in the boxing ring and how quick they ought to just turn it back on him. And, he knows. He's seen it. The problem is that they didn't see it when I told them.
Right.
I don't expect them really to follow me or someone like, oh, we were. But yeah, I do. Like Booby, like dudes like that, like Scorpio, like, like dudes that Tony, dudes that we went over and we was like part family with each other without no Joe or nothing. We was in the hood just chilling with each other. We know each other. To go up in there and then later on let whatever situation or narrative derail you from thinking of who I am or not to fuck with me because word. So if you're that weak, then you don't deserve to be around me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I had to. It's a hard lesson to learn, but I had to learn it.
All right, Cuban. I just want to thank you for your time, man. You got anything to say to the people?
And Del, Del. I mean, Del. Message the funk, man. Pearl. I seen the interviews. I seen the interviews the other day. They mad neutral. They was mad neutral with it. Mad neutral. I still love them though, man. Still love them. Still love them. They went through the grind and they ain't say no lie. They ain't say no lie. I just didn't know that their relationship throughout the years with Joe was that respectable for them to keep in you know what I'm saying, in that respects. Because at the end of the day, they did start with Joe, Fat Joe video, they there. So they had a relationship prior to me and Pun, you know what I'm saying? But whenever I seen them, it was in Pun's house, you know what I'm saying? And they came to see me, and like I said, dealt with the story with the, with the jersey, with the car jacket, the niggas tried to steal my car. Yeah, so I mean, and sick ones introduced them to us. So we just had that bond from the beginning. I get attached with things like that, and I expect guys like that, like from that cloth, that come from that much history with us and seen it from the bottom, that they could see now really how it happened. And since even through the fame, because they were still around us, through when Pun was, you know what I'm saying, to the highest, Pun still invited them to the crib and everything. And to know the story of how Joe stole, and there's proof to that, and what Liza had to go through, and they know it, Dev knows exactly what the intricacies of it. But to be playing neutral.
Well, DeVille said that he never saw the paperwork for that.
Yeah, but I think he's copping out. I think he's playing politics. I think he should know that if I say it or Liza say it, that it's 100% truth what we're saying. We're not just hating on Joe. I think they know that we from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they got their own careers. They don't owe me nothing. I don't owe them nothing. I love them brothers, you know what I'm saying, from just the history shit. And they also asked, they the ones who brought up P.O. When they say a B.O., remember said that B.O. used to manage them?
Right, B.O. from Bronx River.
Okay, now B.O. is the same one that was Hassan's man.
Right.
Now you put that together.
Yeah. That's why I brought it up.
You got somebody else. Right? They're actually the first ones to talk about B.O. You know what I'm saying? Besides Hassan. That was B.O. Hassan was B.O.'s little man. He grew up Hassan. So you can see the connection now. You know what I'm saying? And we was around all of that, so we knew who B.O. was when Hassan's telling you a story about B.O. and how gangster he was. You see how they talked about him. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we was all it was all a clique from the Bronx, man, at one time, and it's just it hits my heart a little bit like disappointment because out of anybody they should know and they should speak. They should merit niggas like me that been through it and been telling y'all, and they know me, my character. I won't be out there just shitting on Joe because I hate him because I got my face cut. No, it's real niggas that we know, and they know the business. They could play the business side because, like I said, they want to keep both doors open. And it's all love. The door with me is always going to be open. Like I said, what I'm saying? I told them about you. I said, yo, I'll get that. I'll put in a good word for you, for Panda to interview y'all because y'all deserve your time to get your story told. I don't know how many people Joe went to them and, throughout these years and send them to any interviewers so they could get publicity out there. I don't know, but I try to do what I could do, and I try to put you on, and you greenlight it. But
well, Joe did jump on their songs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
even
yeah.
the solo stuff.
I heard that. Yeah, that was in 1988 BC.
Come on, man. No. But DeVell
I don't
said
know.
though,
I don't know.
Said
it was BC before Chris.
If he knew the truth, DeVell said if it was the truth and he knew it, he would say it though.
I don't think he would. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he would because I think he's in the game where that managing, he was managing he managing the girls and as far as battle rap, and he's into that side of the business. I think his wisest avenue to keep open is to not really take sides and keep that neutral so he could do business with whatever comes his way. I understand that, but in my situation, I'm selfish. So when you ask them some questions there, that they should have been like, even though they ain't back to talk me, they ain't say I'm hating. They try to keep it, but they know inside information about this dude and what he did. So that's what it's like. Okay, I understand. This is another part of the game. That's the Buster shit. But see, it's like Busta Rhymes shit. They got to play the middle. They you know what I'm saying? They got to politic. They want to keep their names out there, and they want to do business. They get that money. So I can't blame them on that end. But as a personal shit, it's like, damn, I thought our personality.
But they had good experiences with Joe too.
I know, and I'm not saying that, but they know more than they wanted to say about you. I'm not saying you got to shit on Joe.
I see what you're saying.
You don't got to shit on Joe, and he's the worst of the worst. He's the embarrassment to the Bronx. No, we give him accolades for everything. But personally, see, they was part of the personally, but they went into Pun's house. They knew, they seen a man there in the kids boxing. Dev saw that. They saw me pull out a gun, and niggas trying to jack us for a car, and they saw that. We did songs together in the studio. Difference. They should just say, I expected, not they should say, but I expected them to be more like, Cuban ain't gonna lie about that. I believe my nigga Cuban. Just like niggas say, I believe my nigga Joe in certain situations. But keep it that same, keep it like that. But they doing the political, political correct.
Well, no, to be fair, DeVell,
when I asked him about it. And your interviews, how's that?
No, DeVell, when I asked him at the end, he did say
Dev was definitely more forward than Pearl. Pearl was like fucking, hitting jump shots from the back court, trying to fucking play as much neutral as he could. That's Pearl's doing.
Come on, Q, don't do that. Don't do that, Q.
See, that's okay, but it's not nothing bad. I'm gonna call it like it is. You know what I'm saying? If I'm there and I'm watching them say this, I'm gonna be like, "You for real? You didn't see that happen?" So you try to tell me you don't believe your brother to pun? You think when he says this, you don't believe Liza? You don't believe me? You don't think it's not funny that Pun's crew, the one that you knew, me, you, Pun, sick ones, you don't think we in this side and Joe, for some reason, is over there with all the money and is doing his thing and don't want nothing to do with us? You think that's nothing wrong with that? That's the problem I got. So, you know what I'm saying? Not picking a side, but you got to say the truth, brother. You something wrong with that when you see the family that that, you know what I'm saying, they let you in the house, and you know, while he was on, and Pun gave you his love, and the kids was there, and I was there, and you know, we was there for the beginning when we was just full of clips, and you know from that, you see the whole full of clips is over here now, and this fat nigga's over there with the bag, and he's over there, you know, he trying to throw dirt on our name to keep blocking us. You know, he's blocking me, he blocking Chris. It's got to be like, you got to choose sometime, brother. You got to know somebody. You got to smell it. You got to see it. Come on. So that's what I'm saying. But it's understood, like I said. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's like back in the days, but we rock with each other together, you know what I'm saying, every day. But it's just an observation, and I thought that, God damn, like, and I'm not saying they're scared. I'm not saying they none of that. I'm not saying, but it's just like, it's right in the tip of their tongue. I can see when they was talking to you, they were about to say it, but they pull back and be like, nah, I don't want to look bad in nobody's eyes. Sometimes you gotta look bad in somebody's eyes, brother. And you look great in others. That's all. I just stay with the truth. You know, I call it how I call it though, regardless. You know me, but that's just me. You know, that's everything.
I tried to learn from the Hocus situation, and I told myself I wasn't going to ask you about that interview because I could just get a feeling that you might felt some way, so I didn't want to ask about it.
Oh, but you're learning now.
But
the gut, I'm in your gut now.
No,
you know what Cuba's gonna feel a certain way.
Wait. Pause.
No, but
pause.
But most of
wait. But it's funny how we end in the interview. I say, is there anything else you want to say? You say it. So nobody try to blame me and say, oh, Panda, you messy. You always trying to cause problems. No, I did not want to ask about it.
No, nigga, it's always been Cuban. I'm the puppet master. What are you talking about? Whenever they try to blame Panda, I tell them, no, please, blame me. It's me. I did this. I'm the one who do this.
Sometimes I deserve the blame. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I deserve the blame. I'm not going to lie.
No, so you deserve the blame when you play the middle bullshit. When you don't, when you stick for the truth, you never deserve the blame. And you want to get blamed for that. Because you're going to look like a superstar later when the truth comes out. Like it's been coming out. So, you know, I'm not saying nothing that I know is not the truth. You know, but as far as speaking for other people, I can't speak for other people. But I would expect somebody from that kind of cloth, you know, like from the Tomb cloth. You know, I got mad at Tomb too sometimes. Remember when I said, he want to be nice to Joe, like, Joe never liked you. Like, he knows that, but he moved on in life. They moved on is what I'm saying. They could have moved on and they could see things like that, but I'm not going to move on for that. Because it's not rectified. It's never been rectified. I never got y'all to get on a sit down and talk bad about Joe because I told y'all to. But, you know, at the time when it was happening, maybe y'all would have had a different thing. Maybe, you know, Pearl said he was there when I got sliced, but he didn't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I'm
sure.
Did
you know he was there?
No way. Everybody could have been there. Everybody's always there. Everybody else over. My question, I'd be like, yeah, you was there? And then my shit is like, did you do anything? All they know is happening. So don't say you was there, my nigga, because at the end of the day, my real niggas, if you care about me, we'd have got down, because there was nobody but me getting down. Nobody but me. So I don't know who the fuck was there. Like, if you my people and you was there, you a sellout to me. But not saying that, you know, you could have knew what was going on, but as soon as I'm sure you would have found out what's going on. You had to check up with your bro, right? If that was your real bro. But like I said, some dudes are there to get what they could get from it. And it's no extra blame because you didn't do what you didn't do. No, man, I understand it. It's just, I'm looking for the truth. I'm not looking for, you know, that neutral. I don't stand, you know, I don't do that neutral. I'm like 50 in that way. I'll push you on that side if that's the case. I'd rather push you on that side than for you to be neutral. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to speak the truth, I'd rather push you on that side. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's just what it is. But no love is lost, believe me. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys I'm proud of by me seeing what they became on their own. And they've always been a group that was out there with a deal before us. So, we know it was nothing but genuine love from us to them. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Salute. Message.
All right, Q. I just want to thank you for your time. You got anything else you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap it up?
God bless all of y'all, man. God bless all of y'all. Keep your eye out for the new Cuban project. Mission Link still in the works. Just getting my mind, my body, and my soul right. Like I've been doing it for a minute, but now y'all gonna see something special. And we gotta wait for the stars to align. They're aligning. because all the fucking Sagittarius signs is telling me everything that I'm fucking is happening. So when that happens, you know the universe is lining up to make a big impact. And yeah, man, you keep doing your shit too, brother.
All right, Q.